Okay, great.
Hey,
Sorry about the delay, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Um, uh, Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. We're gonna try to do our game tonight with only three of our players. Two people are, as you see, objects not found, because of today has been a cursed day.
Yeah.
So I appreciate everybody who's here to. We're gonna call this a soft start for this evening's show. Hopefully, in 2 weeks, we'll have everybody on board, and it will go a little differently. Sometimes you may see that we only have 4 players or 3 players. That's going to be kind of common. So don't be like super freaked out by we're only starting with 3 players this evening, just because that's the way it works. I'm Danielle, as my nameplate says, and I'm going to go through and let people introduce themselves. We'll start with Jabari.
hi, I'm Jabari. I I'm a game designer and illustrator, and super excited to be playing tonight. Should I introduce the character at this point,
Yes,
or
please introduce your character so people kind of get an idea of who we're playing with tonight.
cool? So the character that I'm playing tonight is Abijah Oyer, and she is our crew's whisper. She engages with ghosts and the otherworldly and supernatural in Duskfall, um, and Whispers and Blades in the Dark are mainly people who have been training to engage with ghosts in the ghost field on the whole. So I'm going to be handling a lot of the spooky stuff directly, and I enjoy it where most people don't.
Right? All right, then we'll move to Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. I will be playing Antigone Spitzer, who also goes by Spit. She is the crew's hound. She not quite as complicated as a whisper. Her shtick is long range firearms combat, and she has a really cool pet. She likes to um, she's built for tracking and hunting. Used to be a member of a crime family and is now on the outs, and fell in with this motley crew.
All right, and then let's move to Kitty.
Yeah. So I am Kitty, as my name up there. That's also spelled wrong. My real name is Stacy without an E, but I
Oh
do prefer to
no.
go by Kitty.
I could have
I
sworn
am
that that got
playing.
changed. That's so weird. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
It's a cursed night. What can you
It is,
do?
yeah.
What a terrible night to have a curse.
Yeah. Terrible night for a curse.
Yeah.
But I am playing Twinkle. Twinkle is there's not a whole lot that is really going on with her, to be honest. She just kind of, as her class says, she lurks, and she is a lurk, and she just kind of stands around and stares at people uncomfortably in this sort of like intense resting bitch face at all times. The complete opposite of how I am. I've got
Excellent.
a resting grin face, so
Excellent. Earlier, people said that my audio was lower than everybody else, so I'm just going to do a really quick sound test. So if you guys on the stream can let me know if this is better. I've moved closer to the microphone, which is the best way for me to increase the volume right now. So that, and I'm also talking louder. Um, so okay, it's still way lower. I'm going to try to talk loud, which will probably just freak out my dogs in the other room.
Okay, that was just Golden Age. You don't have to listen to. Everyone else says it's a little better.
Okay. Well, I can let me try my computer settings really quickly just to see if I can't.
I'm sorry, Golden Age.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, and it could just be that for some reason, uh, my microphone is usually like the one. I am the host, unfortunately.
It's weird because you sound perfect to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you sound great on my end.
yeah. It's just the streaming collective service. The I guess the mixer, if you will, has its own audio thing. So if you guys can hear me fine, that doesn't mean everybody else can. So let me just. Oh my God. So thanks everybody for coming for our, very
Extremely cursed.
Very cursed. But it's okay. We're getting all the bad shit out of the way right now so that, going forward, I mean, what
Will be
else
amazing.
could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
This has like this really great, like Brady Bunch kind of feel. Like
Just looking
It's
down
really
at Jabari. Or wait, hang on. I gotta see what I look like on the stream, so I know who to look at.
All right. Oh, I love this. Okay, thank you, Golden. That is a wonderful emote. All right. I'm just going to move this microphone much closer to my face, and hopefully that is going to help everybody hear me better. And I can, Monica has this problem as well. She's like eating her microphone whenever we're playing because
They're delicious.
It's delicious. It's microphone nom nom nom. Anyway, okay, so I'm Danielle. I am going to be the everything else that's not a character. So welcome to the stream. And I don't know if you see in the middle, it's called Letters Edged in Black. So the cruise that everybody is involved in is called The Post, and they're a group of smugglers. And the idea that everybody came up with, not me, this is not my idea, is that the main thing that they do, the legitimate looking thing that they do, is they deliver letters between members of the elite to places far outside of their normal bounds, like, to their drug dealers or to their, the lover.
Yeah, they're side
Diplomatically complicated lover.
So Ray, I'm gonna tell you that yes, there is a chat in the Roll20 stream, but please don't use it because that is where we.
Okay.
Everyone can see your chat. Because that specific area is being broadcast to the world because that's where dice rolls show up. So
I won't use it anymore.
I didn't just catch you. Literally everyone caught you. So yeah, if if you don't mind that everybody will be able to see that, then that's great. All right. So some quick things about the crew and about the factions that you guys are going to be dealing with for the viewers. When we went ahead and did a session 0, so you guys didn't have to see all the character creation stuff because that's sometimes not necessarily the most fun to watch. But some things that came out of that is that the characters have pissed off several people, several large organizations and factions in Duskfall. They have it in bad with the Bluecoats, of course, because they're criminals. But they have managed to piss off the city council, and part of that is because they have decided that where they are taking these letters from is in Charter Hall. And that is where the city council kind of, I guess, does all their business. And so they're not happy to see these smugglers coming in and out of Charter Hall, which is, they've also managed to piss off the Circle of Flame.
How did we manage to do that?
We could talk about that later. I think
All
you guys
right.
should come up with a great reason to how you pissed off the Circle of Flame.
Dumped a bucket of water on them.
Maybe worse than that.
Just a bucket of water over the door. That
Damn
was it.
Freemasons.
Very nice. Yes. And then you are in Crow's Foot. That is where their base of operations is. And Crowsfoot is nominally being held by the faction called the Crows, but they're at a little bit of a war right now, a three-way war with the Lampblacks and the Red Sashes. Everyone here knows that the leader of the Crows was recently murdered, and a new leader took his place. No one knows what happened to him. Just he died. He was murdered. They know that much. Nobody knows who did it or anything like that. But they do know that there's a new leader. But within that, there's a new leader. She's still trying to get a grapple on the Crows, and so there's a little bit of internal insurgency. And the Lampblacks and the Red Sashes are kind of at war with each other right now, and so. Our group, the Post, actually tries to spend as little time in Crowsfoot as possible because there's so many warring factions there. And I think, at least right now, they're just trying to stay on everybody's good side in that area instead of getting themselves involved in the war. That doesn't mean that they won't get involved in the war, because it's really hard not to get involved whenever it's literally in your backyard.
Yeah, whenever we go home, it's just people fighting in the backyard. Like, guys, I'm trying to sleep. It's 3 a.m. Oh my god.
You would think.
Well,
What
it
is
looks like
time
it's
in
3 a.m.
Dustfall?
at all times of the day because everyone has asthma and everyone also has lung cancer simultaneously. It's
It's always
healthcare.
midnight and
Healthcare is
everything
through the
sucks.
fucking roof.
Right. So, so for you guys tonight, there's a couple of opportunities that you can take advantage of, or you can choose to do, any of your normal things that you would like to do. So, essentially, there's kind of a what would you like to do tonight? I'm going to give you some kind of small things on the city, opportunities you could dive into, or you could, do things like try to expand your turf, or just do a smuggle. But your opportunities are almost all smuggling opportunities.
Let's be gay and do a crime.
Yes.
I'm
Just one crime.
I want to steal
Just
something.
one.
and crime. Okay, so currently, your largest patron, and when I say largest, your most common and frequent and best paying patron is Lord Penderin. Lord Penderin is one of the 6 major scions of the royal houses who it makes up the city council. And while the city council may not be on your good side, Lord Penderin has an illicit problem, which is that he has some dealings in the Silk Shore. You're not sure. I mean, you've been reading his letters because why not? You're not sure if he owns a brothel down there, or if he's doing, or if he's just working with a brothel down there. It's really hard to tell, but they definitely listen to his orders. You're not sure exactly what his connection is there. But he always has letters for you, and he always has packages for you to transport. So that's an opportunity if you wish to do a smuggle. And another opportunity is that the Lampblacks are asking anyone who is even remotely allied with them to help them shake down a Red Sash safe house. So essentially, they put out word around Crowsfoot that anybody who has any remote, which includes you, good favor with them, that they want some help shaking down a Red Sash safe house. They're trying to knock them out. So those are some things that you kind of know are going on around town right now. If you would like to do a crime, unless you have a crime in mind that you would like to do outside of that.
I feel like we should start strong with the theme and do a smuggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So, we're gonna do before we do an engagement roll and everything. You're gonna meet with Lord Penderin, as you normally do, in his office in Charter Hall. As the post, you are very, it's okay for you to be there, at least a representative. This evening, Lord Penderin has a package, a very large package, that he would like you to deliver to his brothel at Silkshore. The problem is, such a large package is probably going to get you noticed while you're moving it. And he needs this to be completely discreet.
Yeah, how big are we talking here? What are the dimensions?
I like big enough to where.
Can I put my arms around it?
You can put
Can I hug it?
You can put your arms around it, but you can't put your arms all the way around it.
Okay.
Is it going to fit in the carriage with our goats?
It will.
Would a goat fit in the package?
That's a great question.
I mean,
Is it though?
I'm trying to get an idea for how big this is.
So
Would a goat fit in it?
I think a goat would fit very snugly in it if you chopped up the goat and
he just shoved it all in the available.
Shoved it all in the package.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Okay.
So it's not huge. It's not person size. So if you cut up a person, it would overfill the package.
Can we put this package inside a bigger package?
Probably.
Like
yeah.
what is the condition that this package, excuse me, Lord, what is the condition this package must be in when it arrives at the brothel?
Okay, I don't want Twinkle asking any more questions.
Because I'm just thinking here.
I
We
would-
put the box inside a bigger box that's got crap in it. And that if anyone wants to open it up, they just find a box full of crap.
I would expect the package to arrive in its current state.
Okay, so plastic wrap it. Does plastic exist in this world?
No.
Okay.
And it's like a box, but it's wrapped in paper.
Okay. The present.
It's not. It's like brown packaging.
like craft paper?
Yeah, like craft
Yeah.
paper.
Okay.
Well, Spit would like to know the basics. I actually have connections with Lord Penderin. He's my vice purveyor in the Archive of Echoes. So this isn't my first time discussing anything with him, I guess.
No.
But Spit needs to know the basics. Is this incendiary? Does this have any sort of electroplasmic properties? Does this have anything to do with ghosts or demons? Like she's like going down the list of like how dangerous is this going to be before we decide.
As much as I would love to tell you, I cannot give you very much specifics. Just be sure to know. Just note, what's most important is that it's not going to explode on you, and it shouldn't give off too much ectoplasmic resonance.
So
it's some sort of
reasonable
artifact.
amount. A reasonable amount of electroplasmic resonance.
No more than anything else in this world does.
That's a wide variance.
So like
Lord.
the amount of radiation in a banana. Not that we know what that is. That was
How about the amount of
completely-
radiation in the goat?
But your discretion has always been something I savor. So, will 2 coins be enough to stop you asking your nattering questions?
I look at
one
Spit.
coin. One additional coin on top of the 2 coins, and I will silence Sparkle, Twinkle forever.
I was only going to ask if it's fragile and we
Nope.
shouldn't drop it.
She puts her hand over Twinkle's mouth. Nope. All right, that will be an additional coin, please.
You drive a hard bargain. I will expect notification that it has arrived safely from my associate. You're sending this package. You're bringing this package this time to Lady Anne.
Lady Anne.
I know she's not normally the person you pick up from, but she will be at the brothel waiting for you.
Any distinguishing features that we should know about if we just go around asking for Lady Anne? I think that will look a little suspicious.
She has a scar under her left eye. It's hard to miss.
if you're me.
Considering I spend all my time at the fight pits, I'm thinking to myself here, lots of people have lots of scars under lots of eyes. This doesn't actually help anything.
No, I got this.
Hmm.
So all we have to do is get it to Silk Shore.
Yes, but no one can know that it is going there.
When you say no one, who are you most concerned about knowing about us traveling with this?
Well, certainly not the city council. And absolutely not the Bluecoats. I'd
All right.
also prefer if your friends in Crowsfoot didn't know about it either.
Well, then we won't move through Crowsfoot.
Where are we right now? At a game.
You're in Charter Hall at one of the government buildings. So you're like at the top floor in his office.
We have to get it to Silk Shore without traveling through Crowsfoot or Char Hollow. Is that right?
I mean, you can't. You're gonna be.
We'll have to take a boat of some sort.
Yeah, the only way to not go through Crowsfoot is to take a boat.
Unless we head up into Brightstone, then through the docks.
Did
Well,
you
we
still
would
have
take
to?
a boat from the
Yeah,
docks.
you have to take a boat. Yeah.
And that would take a lot longer than I would normally want. So,
what
all
about
right.
through Dunslow?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a long way around, but you go to Coleridge, Dunslow, down to Barrow Cleft, and then up into Silk Shore.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to go through Dunslow.
No, you're passing by the prison there.
Sorry, I've never played this game before.
No,
so
no, it's okay. That
idea
was in
what's going
character
on.
where she's like, no. That's completely in character for Twinkle. Like, let's just go by the prison.
Well,
These
no,
kind of-
I have
I'll ask them about goats.
never played this game before, and I have had a really hard time trying to find information on the setting. So
It's okay.
I thought we were discussing out of character.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, you'll pass by the prison, which could make things really complicated for you, actually. And not only that, but there's also like farms out there. So like just carting a goat-drawn wagon through that area is gonna get you some looks.
You know what? This is all moot. We're known for being daring. Crowsfoot is the most direct route from here to Silk Shore. By God, we take it through Crowsfoot.
Yeah. I think that we should actually play this as a deception. Rob a grave that's especially old, empty out the coffin, and then put the item in the coffin, because it wouldn't be unusual for someone to travel through Crowsfoot with a coffin.
Will it fit in a coffin?
It will fit in a coffin.
I don't like this.
I like it very much.
Of course you like it.
There are two kinds of Blades players. Well, okay. So, are we going to use the deception approach for this job?
I believe that's what it sounds like you're doing, is using the deception approach.
Because I mean, at a game, I don't like it and I like it.
I partially suggest this as a deception because we don't have to tell Lord Penderin about this method of transportation or that we're actually going through Crowsfoot. Let's just let him think that we're...
No. All he needs to know is that we're going to do the job and then he'll pay us.
Yes.
We're discreet, right?
You're discreet.
We're daring.
Anyways, Spit, do you
thinks
still
we're
have your
discreet.
hand on warmer mouth? Spit.
If we've left the presence of the Lord, then yes. I mean, no, I don't have my hand.
Because I was about to say, I'm just gonna lick your hand at this point. If you're gonna keep holding it there.
You're like the worst, like little sibling.
Yeah. So we have a question from one of our viewers, which is it not unusual to travel through Crowsfoot with a coffin? Which is so really quick setting on this is that when people die, their bodies get burned up. They don't get buried, and so coffins are now not the same like size or shape as like what we're used to thinking of as coffins. They're more like a something that you would carry, like an urn or something like that. They do have bigger ones just because like people will put stuff in with them and then they bury them. So yeah, it's not unusual for someone to be, especially if they're coming from Charter Hall, which houses the location where that happens, where people's bodies get burned for, like, it's not quite cremated, it's not the same thing, but that is where that happens in Charter Hall. So it's actually not as uncommon to see somebody carting around a coffin as you would think.
To bury memories.
It's a weird setting.
It's a weird setting.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of like if Dishonored was even sadder.
Yeah. And a little more goth. Somehow.
I'm gonna be like one of these things because I printed out all of these pieces of paper and none of them have the planning engagement stage like as like a quick sheet. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta. All right, but we're using deception, right?
It sounds like we're agreed on deception.
Okay. And the method of the deception, I'm gonna guess, is you're putting the package in a coffin.
We're pretending that we're carting around a coffin.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
How big are these coffins?
they come in all sizes.
Big enough to hold a goat if you've chopped it up.
Yes.
So I'd say child size, which is not less comfortable than a chopped up goat.
Okay, are we thinking like, do we have fainting goats that pull our cart, or do we have like proper goats?
Yes, proper goats. I mean,
Proper goats.
Okay. You know those are pretty big, right?
I
Yeah.
mean, they're not huge though. Like I've met goats.
Okay. You said child size. It's like kids are smaller than goats.
I mean,
They are.
more like a 10-year-old and less like a 2-year-old. Child also comes in all sizes. All right. So,
Excuse me.
all right. So before we do all of this, we're going to decide our loadouts. And so, you don't have to like decide any of the items that you're bringing with you. Just instead, what size loadout you want. So 3 is light, which means it's going to be easily concealable. Nobody can really tell that you have anything on you. 5 is normal. You look like a normal person who carries some stuff around, kind of thing. 6 is heavy. You look like you're like ready to roll. And that's just how many things you can essentially click off during the mission that says like, oh yeah, I brought a blade with me, or oh, I brought this bandolier of chemicals with me, or whatever, even though our leech isn't here. So probably none of you have a bandolier of chemicals, but not the point. So that is, so go ahead and each of you let me know what your loadout is.
I'm going to go with normal.
Okay.
I'm going with a light load.
Okay.
I'm expecting to pack some weird shit. I don't want to also be noticeable and weird.
Okay.
I travel light.
Okay. All right. So Spit has a normal load, which makes sense. All right. So now we are going to do the engagement roll. Time to engage. And one of you should roll this.
Right. Do we actually use one of the actions for the engagement roll?
I think there is I can maybe do it. There's
If
like
you go to the faction mode on your character sheet, there's a roll fortune, and then it asks you how many dice to use. And I think we can use that as our engagement roll.
Well, if you're on a crew
I feel
mode,
like there's also...
if you're on crew mode, there's just a roll engagement.
Oh, well, that'll work too.
Yeah.
How handy. Cool if I roll it?
Yeah. Well, I guess I
well,
don't
we
have
need
to answer that. Is everybody cool with?
How many
Jabari?
dice do we get?
So I think that we've prepared a decent amount.
I believe that you have prepared, so that'll give you.
And we're being so daring that we've looped back around to discreet and not told our client what our actual plan is.
But Counterpoint,
Lord.
we're wandering through, well, not wandering, we're specifically going through a district that is undergoing, like there's a war going on.
Oh,
We're
they'll be
hoping we can just
distracted.
sort of sneak through it.
Okay.
Fine.
So I will say that it's kind of bold to do what you're doing because of the route you're taking. So that I'll give you an extra die.
Okay.
But there are going to be enemies, unfortunately, that may wind up interfering because of where you're bringing this through. But this target and this situation is of a higher tier than you, which will give you one extra die.
Okay. So am I at 1 or 2 dice? Because
You're at 2 dice. Essentially, you always get 1 die to do the engagement roll.
gotcha. Let's see how this pans out.
Shit.
Well, that's not bad.
That's not
Risky's all right.
Risky is standard.
Okay.
So
So we start risky.
you start risky. So this is what's going on. You're trundling down through Crow's Foot. Everything is going according to plan. You're in, broad lamplight. No big deal. When in front of you breaks out a brawl between some red sashes and some lamp blacks. And they're blocking the road you were traveling down.
Of course.
And
Okay.
And one of the lamp blacks, like they're fighting, and somebody glances over and they notice you, and you recognize this person, and they go, "Ah, it's the post! Help! Help us!"
Oh man.
Only if you help us in return.
All right. Is it just a all out brawl? Can I see that they're fighting over a
Yeah,
specific
is it like a bar brawl?
target or something, or are they just like fighting in the streets because fuck you, I hate you?
They're fighting in the streets, but it's definitely a "fuck you, I hate you."
All right, this is just a West Side Story situation.
Yeah. I mean, they're at war
Without
with
the
each
singing.
other.
Yeah.
These two are at war with each other.
Listen, guys, any other time I'd love to stop and help, but like,
They're literally in the way, though. We need to break this up.
Let's
can we go around? Like,
some positioning for the situation. Like, how are we carrying?
So one of you is the driver for
Okay.
For the cart. You need the
there's
driver
other
to make
roads,
the goats.
right?
And
I-
2 of you are probably walking along beside the cart because the goats don't move that fast, especially
Yeah.
because they're carrying something that you assume is pretty fragile. So
I jump right in. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. I brought some blades. I don't like those guys. They're in the way. I'm ready for a fight. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'll just
I'll
hang
watch
on.
the cart.
I'll help them out.
I'll watch the cart, and I'm gonna, yeah.
okay, does Twinkle maybe want to try to scout other routes in case this doesn't go well?
Yeah, but I don't want to leave the cart. I don't want to leave the cart alone. So like,
Well, what is
I'll
Paige
watch it.
doing?
you know what? Do you want to sit?
Yeah.
You-
I'm gonna
you
watch the
I'm
cart
gonna-
and
I'm gonna
stay
go
pretty fucking
around.
close to it.
We're
Yeah,
gonna.
you
I'm just
guys watch
gonna
the
go
cart.
see what sort
I'm
of
gonna clear the
side
road.
paths we got here. It's like, any other day I'd love to stop and help him, but this is just a bar fight. So like,
I was raised in a crime family. The Lampblacks have faction with us. Like, they helped us out when we're walking down the street and a fight breaks out in front of us and there's Lampblacks and they say help. Spit's like, yeah, I'm down.
okay.
I
gonna
feel.
go find a side
I also
route.
feel like weird about the situation because I don't know. The red sashes are Aruvian.
And
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are.
if we're splitting up anyway, like, I'm like, yeah, okay, Spit throws in and you guys are like, bye, and take another side route. It looks like we're not together, so I can clear the way. If you guys don't find another path, you can just circle back around, assuming that I can kick their asses.
Yeah. I'm just like, I just say to you, like, try not to die. And I hop up just in case I'm going to have to start driving somewhere. And I look over to Twinkle and I'm just like, have you scouted some other back alley or something that we can actually turn into?
Yeah, I saw one with a couple cats going down it. I'm pretty sure that's a good lead.
Oh, yeah, it's a good omen. Yeah.
There were black
that's-
cats too. It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
Perfect.
Okay, so actually, so I'll have so that's the real question, is how is Twinkle gonna map out a new route? What are
I
you
like to
using?
imagine Twinkle has a very good mental map
Okay.
because Twinkle um it's not doesn't really do a whole lot of things like paper and stuff like that. His just sort of their entire life, low education family and everything is you figure it out in your head or that's it. If you can't figure it out in your head, then fuck you, whatever. We're moving on.
Okay.
So I like to imagine Twinkle can, just sort of remember shit unless, someone wants to magically change the path behind her. I don't know. Shit
No,
happens.
that's fine.
There's ghosts.
Okay. So Twinkle
so-
has a mental map of of another route around this fight that she thinks that they can take.
Probably something that she's wandered down before at some point. We'll probably want to go walk it a little bit just to make sure it looks a little bit more clear and
I'm sticking to the cart
Okay.
for
Yeah.
sure, but I will keep an eye on you as
I just
you
want
walk
to
down the
look
alley.
around a corner or two just to make sure it's what I remember it is before coming back and confirming that there's we
Okay.
can take this other road.
Okay. So you kind of head away from the fighting and look around the corner, and it's foggy and drizzly and dark. But you do see that like the road around the next road over is clear, at least of fighting. There are some people there that you think are red sashes that are not involved in the fight, and they look like they're looking out.
Yeah, that's a Tuesday special. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the cart and I'm gonna go up to Beige and I'm gonna be like, oh, there's a bunch of people over there that haven't started fighting yet, and I really don't wanna send them into the fight. How's our chick? How's Ray? I'm sorry, I forgot your character's name.
Spit.
Spit. How's Spit?
Remember when you licked my hand? Spit.
That was, that was more phlegm. I hopped a little bit first. Anyways,
So that's a good question. Ray,
Yes.
what is Spit doing?
She's pulling out she's got an enormous hunting knife where the handle
Jesus Christ,
actually
here we go.
has the handle actually has like brass knuckles built into it, so she can like
I'm so glad.
and cut. And she's just diving in. She knows the one guy that was like, oh, help us out, so we're going back to back. I'm gonna help him fuck these guys up.
Cool. So let's so you're gonna just jump into that brawl and just brawl and brawl and brawl. So let's just see how that goes for you. So give me a skirmish roll, and that'll just encompass the whole fight.
Okay. At a risky position?
You are in a risky position, yes. And you're gonna have normal effect.
Okay.
Nice.
It's all right. It could be better. It's all
Yeah,
right.
it's good.
It's it's what it is.
It is.
It is what it is. Okay, so
It's about what I expected.
Yeah. So you kind of you have a lot of cuts and nicks and scrapes on you, so you're gonna take some harm for being in this fight, but you're gonna really kind of help the lamp blacks like kick these red sashes down.
I argue that I will not take harm, and I'm going to spend stress.
All
Try
right.
to resist it.
Excellent.
don't.
Good shit.
I'm gonna just sort of not yell, but just trying to get a little bit above the din of the fight. Hey, Spit! Don't let any of them get away. They got friends. Don't let them get away. They'll bring their friends. It'll be awful.
Oh, all right. Well, that wasn't great, but at least I didn't take harm.
So I'd like to address Twinkle at that notice. Just like
Okay, so you're
Sasha's a backup.
Well, I mean, they're just something. They're only a block away. I'm surprised they didn't hear this.
so Spit is going to have just some level 1 harm bruises instead of cuts and scrapes.
Okay.
I need to take the cuts and scrapes. Bruises suck.
From jeez.
So it would have been like a level 2 harm,
yeah,
and now it's just level 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Neat.
But you have, but you're going to take 3 stress from that.
Yeah. Race into that first trauma.
Can we possibly say it's a little bit more of a bruised ego rather than bruised skin from slipping on a banana peel at some point, or the metaphorical equivalent in the fun?
I am okay if Spit wants to have a bruised ego about all this, instead of physical bruises.
Nah, I want to have a black eye.
Okay.
I want to have a shiner.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
I'm gonna go down that alley.
Okay.
And just I'm gonna try something that might be ill-advised.
Of course.
Before I go down the alley, actually, first, I'm gonna just turn to Twinkle and say, I think that I can work the unfortunate tide of events for the Red Sashes to our advantage. I think I can get them to help us move through Closefoot and get them to disengage the Lampblacks.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, what sort of you know, never mind. Go do
you
your
trust
thing.
me?
That's fine. No, fine. Do your thing. Just give me the reins. How do you steer these? Which one's lefty and which one's righty again?
The left is lefty and the right is righty.
These are the reins.
Thanks.
What do I do?
Thanks. And I'm just gonna
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'm
Then we
holding
move.
them like this back at me.
I go down the alley to where Twinkle saw the backup,
Yes.
the red sash backup.
Yes.
And I just openly address them and I say, friends, I have actually, so what do we know about their faction? Like, do we know anything about their leader?
Yeah. I mean, let's go back to what you know. I have.
Because we're from Crowsfoot, so we.
Yeah, you're from Crowsfoot, so you are familiar with them. Oh man. Oh. All right. I have a smarter plan, which is that I'm just gonna look at the book because these pronouns are not that great. So the leader of the Red Sashes is Danielle. Should have written this down earlier. Mylera Clav is the leader. You know that they operate a sword school, and that they're drug dealers, but the Lampblacks also kind of do drug dealing, so that's kind of why they're having turf wars right now.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you're gonna have. Yeah, so you know though that the Red Sashes they're about equal in both strength and numbers to the Lampblacks, but they're a bunch of drug dealers, so they're not necessarily thugs and toughs. They do have thugs because sometimes you got to break people's knees when they haven't paid for their goods.
As you do.
So I say to this backup group before they, engage or think of going to the fight, friends, Malera sends her regards and also us, the post, as your assistant. We have a delivery that she has tasked us with in order to assist you with this skirmish. Move away from this place and pick up a package for you.
Okay.
But I need your help moving through this space.
Okay. So this guy that you're talking to looks at you. I didn't hear anything like that.
That's because she didn't want the plan blown before it even got started. We need to move now.
Like,
Our carriage is ready, and we're going to be moving right now through this place. Make sure to just hold back the lamp blacks before they get wind of this plot.
I wonder if this isn't something you could back up with a flashback.
Yeah, so
that sounds great, actually.
cool. I'll actually do it.
Okay.
I feel like this is like quite a stretch. So, is it two stress? Two stress flashback?
I think for a little bit of a stretch, yeah, I think it's either. Let me double check. Oh man, it's been so long. Flashbacks. Why aren't you in here? Oh, you're in here. That's fine. Ordinary, complex, or unlikely opportunity in a elaborate action develops special opportunities. I think actually it's more like an unlikely opportunity. So let's do one stress.
Awesome. Cool. So I totally do that. And I'm like, we have some extra weapons and some other cargo that I'm going to be bringing back to this place. But first, the lamp blacks that you are currently skirmishing with cannot see us with the cargo, or else this battle is lost for you.
Okay.
And we don't get paid.
Okay. And so you're saying that flashback is that you put some like weapons and stuff in the
that I plan to redistribute, but the rest of them are at the place that I have to go pick up stuff from. So I need them to distract so that I can go do that and get back to them.
Okay.
So you like dead dropped a bribe somewhere?
Yeah, I think I paid off someone in Silkshore. So basically I'm just like, oh, they'll never expect it coming from the artsy place.
Oh, okay. No, I think, yeah, okay. That works. So yeah, he looks at you skeptically, but you're like doing that thing where you're like, we need to go right now, or this is going to be lost to you, and you know, that kind of thing. And they're just, he's just like big deer-eyed. Okay, I'll tell the others. And he kind of like runs to a couple of the other, like it's clear that they're looking out and essentially they're guarding the street and trying to prevent anybody from coming close to the fight itself. And so he grabs one of the other guys and starts talking to him. And they kind of dart into the fight with the lamp blacks. Now, that fight, it was not going well for the red sashes. And Spit had pretty much knocked all of them to the ground, and they were starting to scatter when like 3 more guys show up from a back alley.
What the hell?
And are like, don't run away. We need to fight the lamp blacks off.
All right, she
I come back out of the alley and I just like wave to you as discreetly as I can, and I hop into the cart.
So
do I know where they're going? Can I like rendezvous with them once I?
And I kind of tilt my head
up.
toward
So yeah, so Spit knew when she jumped into this fight that this was going to be hey, we're going to get into a fight and you guys are going to look for another way around, right?
Yeah.
And you see Beige jump on the cart and start like moving the cart.
Okay.
So that would probably be
how are my lamp black bros looking? Like if I ditch them now, is that like bye, or am I like, all right, you're welcome and I can leave now?
So you had definitely turned the fight to their advantage. Now though, with 3 like fresh people showing up, they're back on equal footing.
Okay. I take out my pair of pistols and just immediately like deadeye 2 of the 3 guys that came in.
Okay. Well,
my pistols, by the way, were commissioned by my crime family in the Dagger Isles, and they are like obvious tokens of the fact that I used to be a member of this crime family.
Are these quality?
They look cool. Yeah, they're bolted on my sheet.
Oh,
they're a fine pair of pistols.
Oh, very nice. Excellent. Okay, so go ahead and let's just see how that turns out for you.
Is that going to be skirmish because this is close range?
It's up to you if you want to.
I feel like hunt is if I'm out sniping.
I mean, yes and no, right? Like, like it's up to you really. If you feel like this is skirmish because it's close range, I mean, they are not like right on top of you yet, so it's up to you if you want to do skirmish or hunt.
It's the same rank for me. Honestly.
So yeah.
So, since it's fine, does that mean I get an extra die?
No, that means you have
or I get
more
extra effect. Oh, that's good. It cancels out the fact that I have a black eye.
Yes.
Well, that'll take a little while to develop, so you're probably fine now.
Am I still risky?
We are still in a risky situation, yes.
All right. All right.
It's a standard roll, man.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shoot one of them, and he drops like a stone.
Yeah.
The other one, though, hears the gunshot and dives for cover. Like, here's the first gunshot go off, dives for cover.
Good
and
set
so
of reflexes on that thug.
by the time you do the second shot, he's dropping and he's a little lower than you were aiming because you were doing headshots. So he gets a graze, but he's still in fighting shape.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like this
What's
was
my
a really out of
consequence?
character. I'm pretty sure this was a really bad idea because now they see the posts are shooting at them. So
We have faction with the Lampblacks. Like this isn't.
I
It's
know.
like the enemy of my friend.
I know, but
my
we
enemy.
we did just try to convince them we were working with them, and now we're shooting them. But
We
anyway,
just
I'm not.
we just
with-
needed the detour.
I'm not
Spit
with
doesn't
you.
know. Spit has
I'm
no
not
idea.
on the wagon. Yeah. I just saw like 3 more dudes come out, and I'm like, I gotta wrap this up quick. And I thought I would shoot 2 of them.
So, what is Twinkle doing?
Twinkle is frantically because I like to imagine that Beige is getting in the cart at the same time as Spit is firing off the gun, so like jumping a bit at the noise and then like just frantically trying to get the reins into Beige's hands so that someone who knows what the hell they're doing
goat
is in control
whisperer.
of this.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay. So I'm imagining that like you were trying to move the cart and the goats were just like not really paying attention to you because they're fucking goats.
I'm doing one at a time. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. And like Beige runs up and is like, all right, I've bought us some time, jumps on, grabs the reins, and Twinkle's just like, oh, that's how you make it go.
Oh.
I walk. Okay, I walk.
Okay. So at this point I'm assuming both Beige and Twinkle are going down the path that they have opened up for themselves with the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Spit, your cart
Yeah.
is leaving. They definitely have another route out of here.
Okay. I got one guy.
You sure did.
So is this a situation of I can leave now even though the Lampblacks don't obviously have this fight, or I can stay to help the Lampblacks at the cost of I may not catch up to my buds?
Yeah, I mean those are your options pretty much.
I'm going for the latter. I'll be fine.
So
yeah, I'm gonna stay around for. I'm gonna make sure that.
okay.
I'm gonna
And
the
you know
Lampblacks
where
have this.
and you know where the drop point is, so you can head to the drop point after this to try to meet up with them. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. But okay, let's.
All right, so that last guy like ducked under my shot, and I still had like my fucking knuckle duster knife, and I just like this pop him in the forehead.
Okay.
That's mine.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let you just do another skirmish roll to see how that new skirmish goes, and that'll kind of help determine like where the Lampblacks are and where the Red Sashes are at the end of this.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Finally.
Nice.
I mean, that's just so diametric of what amazing. Okay. So okay, so this is what happens. Spit like has this dagger, like starts just punching people essentially, slamming daggers into Red Sashes, and they're pretty good fighters.
Let's make name ironic.
They run a fighting school, right? And
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah, they're not easy, but because of your like quick action, the Lampblacks kind of follow in your wake, and anytime you like hit somebody, even though they're not necessarily down, the Lampblacks just pile on them
Awesome.
So at the end,
I'm just this very weird looking person in this enormous, like bulky cloak, just
right,
like
you're just kind of
carving
like
through.
right, you're just like carving through red sashes, and then the lamp blacks essentially are just kind of following in your wake and taking people down. And so by the end of it, there's a bunch of people, like all the red sashes are down. And so the question for you, Ray, is does Spit kill the red sashes, or does she just leave them maimed?
I think if they're not dead by the time she's like done, you know what I mean? Like if they're down but not dead, she's not going to come back and just kill them for fun. If they happen to die, she's like, whatever.
Oh fuck.
Like that kind of a.
Okay,
But if they're not
so-
dead, she's not going to go back and like start cutting throats.
Going
She's got to catch up with the wagon.
Okay,
a
okay.
chaos route. Okay.
Okay. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to make a fortune roll, so we can figure out how many of these people actually die, because that matters.
Oh, heat. Sorry, guys.
No, it's
many-
cool.
How many dice? Just one?
Just one.
Good luck. May the dice be ever in your favor.
Good.
Okay. Excellent. Cool. I'm gonna start a clock, and this is there is a dead red sash, the one that you shot.
Yeah.
Just one though. But this clock is when the soul wardens come to collect the body.
Right. Okay.
It is a 4 countdown clock.
Ugh.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna cut to Beige and Twinkle. You guys turn the cart, start going down your route. Spit like wades into that fight that's going on, and you just leave her.
Fun storming the red sashes.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
This has
I'll
happened
catch
before.
up with you.
Okay. So Beige, I'm assuming you're navigating the cart while Twinkle is walking alongside.
Yeah.
So
And I know where we're going, so I'm like, okay, get them to do that thing where they get righty. I'm going to point at the left one. Get that one. Never mind.
do your goats have names, by the way?
Righty and lefty.
Yeah,
Just
righty and
righty.
lefty. Those are their names. Righty and lefty.
Okay.
No, none of that.
That works. Righty and lefty. Okay.
We cared so much about them.
It was so you always know which side they get hooked up to, because they get very mad at each other if they're on the wrong side.
Because they're trained. Yeah, okay.
They're each blind in the opposite eye.
I'm sorry,
Together.
that was an ugly laugh.
Together they make a pretty good goat team.
They make a single goat with their powers. Are they missing one leg on the opposite sides too?
No.
Oh, that's silly.
No,
Now
that's
you're
just-
just being silly.
No, that's too much.
Like a pretty good pair. Not short-sighted at all.
Oh, man.
They're not strapped to the cart. They are strapped to each other. 'Cause
Well, I mean,
That's like a goat potato stack.
that's kind of
So,
I don't know if you've ever seen like a horse-drawn cart before.
I am. I'm just being
Okay.
silly.
Okay, 'cause-
Because I was going with the missing leg thing, and if
Okay.
they're missing the two middle,
yeah, I'm gonna draw a line. We're
Together
done
we
with
have
that.
a whole goat.
They're righty and lefty, and they're pretty much just fine goats. All right, so so with Twinkle
the most
navigating,
noble goats.
so with Twinkle navigating from memory and Beige driving the goat cart, essentially, I want to see how that goes. You guys are going to go all the way to Silk Shore with this setup, and I would like to see how that goes. And I would like Twinkle to roll for that navigation. because you're the one. I don't think it's going to be any difficult handling. So really, you're the one who's like, then turn this way, and oh, now we need to go this way.
Okay, so what am I doing?
It's up to you. So you could survey to kind of like run up ahead, make sure there's nobody in the way. This is a good place to go. Or you could maybe use.
Maybe use your hound.
Yeah.
Behind.
Or you could use, I'm trying to think of a good alternative to that. Maybe prowl might also be good to kind of, like.
I have 2 little dots next to prowl, so I'm guessing that's the one I would want to pick. I told you guys I have never played this before, so.
Well, if you have no dots next to survey and 2 dots next to prowl, then you'll probably want to use prowl.
I'd like to assist in this endeavor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll burn a stress.
So take a stress, and then so that'll give you an extra die, Kitty, when you roll.
Okay. So I click on prowl.
Yeah, click on prowl,
and then it's gonna position.
So your position is still risky.
Okay. Effect.
The effect is standard.
Standard. And bonus dice 1?
One bonus die, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, so you...
Oh, that's what made the boop. Sorry.
Is something making a boop?
Yeah, roll 20 went whoop when Kitty rolled.
Amazing. Okay. All right. Well, that's amazing. So you navigate pretty decently well, and you're pretty sure nobody saw you as you were taking this alternate route through both Crow's Foot into Silkshore. But one of your goats gets a little ornery, and it takes you longer than you would have normally expected.
It was Lefty, wasn't it?
It's always Lefty.
It's always Lefty.
You know it is. It's always Lefty. Every time. It's such a diva.
Because he knows he's going to be Stu.
Right. And I'm gonna tick down our clock towards essentially the
fucking spirit
soul
wardens.
The spirit wardens showing up to take care of the dead body.
I gotta get the fuck out of Dodge.
Spit.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm so sorry.
The Lampblacks are there, and they're they're very thankful for your help, and they would like you to go with them to the bar to celebrate. Please have goat beer with us.
I would love to, honestly, but I actually have another engagement.
No, we can't take no for an answer. You helped us so much.
You have to take no for an answer. I gotta get out of here. The job, man, it's time sensitive, and it's always midnight. I don't know why I'm looking at my watch, but
it's always midnight.
I would love to catch up with you later, though. What's the name of this lampblack that I helped?
His name. Goodness. His name is.
Dick.
Let's name him. Let's name him Dirk.
Dirk.
Just.
All right,
Dirk.
I wrote it in my sheet. All right, Dirk. I'm basically like, no, I really appreciate it. I'm on a job. I got to get out of here.
Okay.
And I leave him basically like, if you need me though.
Okay. It sounds like you're trying to get out of this. Without causing any issues. So what exactly how exactly are you doing that?
I'm gonna do my best to use I guess that would be consort?
Yeah.
Or am I using sway?
Consort or sway really, I mean they're kind of
Both
friendly.
seem to fit.
Both fit, yeah, in this situation.
All right. Listen.
You could push yourself if neither of those are great, because I know that that's not necessarily the hunter's best.
Do you Is it possible for me to request a devil's bargain? Because I love that shit.
Yes. Your devil's bargain.
Yes.
You, your
Can I
devil.
also suggest one?
You can suggest.
I'm
one.
racing towards that first trauma, man. Come on.
What if this dude is like, hey, totally, I get that you're working. Let me help you with your job.
Okay, that one is great. The other devil's bargain I was going to suggest is that he absolutely wants to take this rain check from you, and thinks
Okay.
it's and is going to think it is a date.
Fuck.
You should take the date. It'll be really cute. I'll help you pick out a dress. It'll be great. We can have a whole montage for it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's my
All right, that's our
position
next
here?
stream.
What's my position?
Uh,
This is desperate.
well, no, it's still risky.
All right. Am I at less effect because of my black eye?
You are still at less effect because of your black eye. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, that wonderful shadow.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, what'd you do?
Okay. Oh,
I failed.
See you tomorrow at 6.
you're trying to convince him that oh no, I really want to do this another time and this kind of stuff, and you're able to leave because that's what you wanted to do, but he follows you because
Oh, that's a little clingy, dude. That's not how you get dates, buddy. Ugh.
he follows you in like a not like he's not trying to like just be at your side and be clingy. Instead, he thinks that like maybe you have something cool going on, and so but you can tell that he's following you.
So it's not like, hey, we're in creeper dude territory. It's him like, hey guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, like well, if you won't drink with me, we'll bring the drinks with you, kind of thing. But you're also gonna tick down that clock for the spirit wardens coming to pick up that body.
Yeah. Am I still in crow's foot?
Yeah, absolutely. You're just like, you're still right there by the dead body. You started walking away because at first he was like, oh, come drink with us. And you're like, no, I got to do this thing. And like, that took so long. And you're like, now it's like, oh God, we got to go, man. There's a body laying right there.
Like, kick it in the docks or something. Come on. There's no docks nearby, is there?
First date, dispose of a body.
Yeah, I mean, that is something as you're walking, he'll be like, shouldn't we dispose of this body?
Yes.
You should. If you go get the body, I'll go get the firewood, and we'll meet up at the dock.
No, kick it into the dock. Just roll it, and into the dock. Just that's how people get rid of bodies here.
He says, you're gonna help me, right?
No wonder we have a ghost problem.
Yeah, you're totally gonna help. You'll be right back. You're just gonna get some things and never return.
No, I can't fucking do that. Yes, I will help you get rid of this body. Yes.
Okay. All right.
But this is turning into chores. I just wanted to get in a fight.
Well, actions have consequences. You'll think about this next time you want to get into a fight.
I guess so.
Yeah, unfortunately, the corpse container ran off with the
Yeah.
with the cart.
Jesus.
So they don't have a corpse container handy. So Beige and Twinkle, you have made it to the brothel in Silk Shore. You're very familiar with this brothel. It's actually kind of a classier place than a lot of other places that, like, say you would frequent. Rich people come here, kind of thing. Government officials come here.
I bet you they don't even have fleas in their beds.
They do have fleas, unfortunately. No one doesn't have
enjoy
fleas. It's one of these, like, in a sea of really tall, like, stacked buildings. It is a single story, but the story, it's like vaulted ceilings, like kind of like a mansion house that is set in this otherwise extremely industrial setting. And you're there. You're pretty sure no one's seen you, or at least no one's seen what you're carrying. And you.
Before we
Okay, ahead.
before we make contact, I'd like to actually take a look at this package with my spirit mask on.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
didn't we do that in the first place?
Because we got into a fight.
Yeah, there was a lot happening.
Yeah, okay. The goat went crazy and there's a dead body.
The goat didn't go crazy. The goat just stopped. Your goat
goat
breaks
just-
down every now and again. Okay.
The goat was just being a goat.
Day one is cursed.
The goat clock went off.
Did you say your goat breaks down every now and
Yes, it does. It gets a flat hoof. You just gotta wait for it to
All right, I'm
finish.
gonna start a clock to repair my goat.
then? Goat repairs. Okay.
Yeah, I like take this like comb out of like my like tightly curled hair and like a second one, and then like I kind of like thread them together, and it's my mask.
Fuck, that's really cool.
Just perch it on my nose.
I just got like knives.
Okay. So
Get a stick.
so you put your mask on, and assuming you wish to check out its ectoplasmic resonance.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna attune with it even.
Oh wow. Okay. Let's see how that looks.
Specifically, like I'm gonna actually like whisper to it.
Oh.
And I'm going to literally say, like, where do you want to go? And what do you want to do?
Oh.
And they wait for an answer.
Okay, cool. So let's see how that goes for you.
Let's see, risky position. I'm gonna push
Gotta
myself.
start making some desperate rolls. We need experience. Start doing some crazy, wacky shit.
I'm gonna push myself. Actually, you know,
Oh boy.
already
here's
in
a
silk
fucking
short.
bow.
I'm feeling good. I press my palm to the package as I say this. Before I was just hovering above it.
Okay.
But yeah,
Are you gonna push yourself on this?
yes, I am.
Okay.
Abijah leans in, like she like puts her weight under herself.
Okay.
As I shift this to desperate, and I'm gonna push myself. Submit. Standard effect.
Standard effect, yes.
Cool. And one bonus die for pushing myself. 5.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. So you lean into this package and you whisper to it, and you're essentially like resting your weight on this package. And you can feel this ectoplasmic resonance around it. It feels the same way that the lightning shields feel to you, like it's almost like a barrier, like it is rebuking your soul.
Mm.
And as Bij puts her weight on it, she kind of starts to sink into the package. Not like in a weird like going through the paper, but like it gives under her pressure. And
Whoa. Is it?
Does it ooze?
No,
Please don't tell me
it doesn't.
oozes.
It doesn't
Oh my
ooze. And
God.
previously, when you picked it up and when you did stuff with it, it was solid. It was very solid before, but like
It's like my echo is bleeding into it rather than I
love
am.
that.
yes,
I love that
little.
Jabari went from
Whoa.
like here to like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I lean into that shit.
Yeah,
Oh, well, just glance over, see this happening. It's like, oh Jesus, goddamn Christ, here we go again.
yeah.
I just want a simple job, just one time. I just wanted some honest goddamn work. I just wanted some honest work, and yet here we are.
And
We're
yet,
messing around
some honest work.
Whatever
We're
this
fucking
is, I don't even know what
smugglers.
this stuff is.
and yet here we are. Okay.
And yet here we are. Oh my god.
You're not 100% sure what it is doing, but you are 100% sure that it is some kind of device that is designed to manipulate ectoplasmic energies. You're not sure exactly because you're not like looking at the device inside the package. You're just feeling the package.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear a faint word, just one word, and it says beige.
Can I reply to that?
Yes.
I say, and I think that I'm speaking through the ghost field at this point. Maybe it's audible for Twinkle, maybe not. I say, hop in.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Oh God, now we're whispering to the packages. Please don't tell me there's a slave in there.
No, this is
Please
not
tell
a,
me.
this is
Please
not
tell
a-
me this is.
There's a. Oh God.
You're
You're the corpse container now.
So Twinkle does hear Beige say, hop in. And then you can't miss what happens next.
Oh God.
Because
Oh Jesus Christ.
like a
Oh, I just realized you said hop in. I thought you said something complete. The gravity of this situation just hit me. Jesus Christ. I just wanted to
okay.
Please go ahead. What happens?
It's probably not what Beige is expecting. Because you can't miss what happens because a white ectoplasmic resonance of Beige like pulls away from her body and starts to sink into the package.
Do you want that back? Like, I can open up the box and get it back for you. I know how to tape it shut and he won't ever know that we opened it.
I technically did not open the package. The package opened.
I know, but it's like, oh God, that is going to
So
be really hard to get back up.
did you have a backup character in mind?
Beige will be able to get her soul back if she wants it.
Do you want it back?
You're a husk now. What are we gonna? We got no use for a husk.
Yeah. So like, what am I feeling here as my?
You're still connected to your soul because you're not dead and it's not fully pulled away from you. But you can feel it slipping away. You at this moment have the chance to reclaim it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. This is not what I asked for.
Okay.
And there's definitely like fear bleeding out of me as well as annoyance.
Okay.
Like I'm just like this was not the bargain.
You said hop in, not hop out. Don't you understand me? Yeah, so you're like, no, this wasn't the bargain. And you, with just a minimal amount of your willpower, your soul kind of slaps back into your body. It feels weird and disjointed, like it doesn't belong there. So that's like a thing.
And to me, I'm
Is
gonna
this like level 1 harm a thing?
Yeah, I would call it like a level 1 harm, and the description would be soul shook.
Nice.
Like when you feel like you really have to pop your back, except the back is your soul.
Yes.
yeah, good luck popping that bone.
I'm just like, let's deliver it.
I'm just looking at Beige as that whole snappy thing happens. Like, what the hell was that, dude?
I was getting answers.
You know what answers we can get? We can go up and ring the door. We get an answer if we do that. And go ring the doorbell.
Different answers. You know how these people
your
operate.
answers are weird.
Exactly, because the world is weird. Have you noticed that it's constantly night? I have.
Oh, have I noticed that 98% of the population has asthma and we usually die by age 30 of some sort of black ball in our lungs? Yes, I have noticed. My family comes from a long line of people proud to die young from soot.
I'm not from here. I'm 25 and I'm doing pretty good. So
Oh, yeah, look at you. You even have all your teeth. God.
Okay.
Sudoasha doesn't have these same problems. So
All right. Ray. How's Spit going with her chores?
You tell me. Spit has every intention of dumping that body in the dock and then fucking booking it for the drop zone.
Okay. I think that is just going to be like a thing that you can do, because you're a criminal. But really,
Not my first time dropping kids off at the dock.
yeah, not a euphemism for anything else. So at this point, what your real issue is shaking Dirk. He's still like, oh, that was great, and then like, what next? What next, Spit?
I'm gonna try to lose him. I've got pretty good prowl.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything I can use to. I've got pretty good load on me. I am going to. If I say that I brought my climbing gear with me, could I use that to augment a prowl
Yes.
roll to try to get the hell away from this guy? Like, just lose him?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
You just
Gonna
like
mark off that I brought
grapple
climbing gear.
up onto the top of a building and just disappear.
Yeah. Yeah. So then,
Just gonna straight up Batman this
Balloons.
dude.
Batman
I
away.
just-
Batman this
I'm
dude.
like,
Be
look
oh,
over
what's
there.
Amazing.
Does that give me an extra die or better effect? I'm still
It's
still
gonna
where I was where.
it's gonna give you better effect.
Okay, cool.
You can push yourself to get an extra die if
I am
you'd like.
absolutely pushing myself. I want to
Oh
get
my
rid of this guy.
God.
Okay.
Risky?
Well, I think your situation is still risky. Beige pushed their situation to desperate. But I think yours
You're desperate to get away.
It's worth it.
your
Die.
situation.
I marked
Okay.
XP, by the way, for
Yes.
that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's correct.
For resolve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you he's like, "What next, Spit?" And you're like, "Oh, let me go, over here real quick." And you like grapple up to the building and like go up real quick. And yeah. And you're at the top of the building and he sees you up there and he's like, "I don't have anything to get up there with."
He sees me. God damn it, Dirk.
I'm honestly, if you're not gonna take this guy out, I am, because like, come on, he's showing some top tier skills here.
Yeah,
He
for
noticed
real.
you even
He
after you
saw
tried
me.
Batmaning away.
Jesus.
You know, if you knock him out, he might be into it.
But he's
If
just
he
like,
remembers.
but you're on the roof and he's not. And he's like,
At this point,
I
yeah.
don't know how to get up there. Is what he says. Calls up to you.
Bye. And I just run. I'm tired of this. I got to get out of here.
With you on the roof and him on the ground, like there's no way he can keep up with you. So you leave him in the dust.
Good. Get out of here, Dirk. I'm just going to run. I'm basically going to jump like rooftop to rooftop
Okay.
to get to Silk Shore.
Okay.
Try to catch up to my bros.
Okay. You see in the distance. I'm going to go ahead and close out the clock for the Soul Wardens. And because you're on the roof, you see in the distance that the Soul Wardens pulled up like you can see them like looking through the streets for like there are crows flying around where you guys dropped that guy in the river.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like you can see them kind of by the docks, like looking around, but they know it's shit, right? Like it's must be in the docks. So
Okay,
or
so
in
wait
the
a minute.
in the canal.
Chad, don't feel bad for Dirk, all right? Dirk
I
needs to
feel
learn
bad
how to
for
read
Dirk.
a room.
Dirk did great.
I'm sure that won't be the last we see of Dirk.
That's not gonna be,
Good.
that's definitely not gonna be the last you see of Dirk.
Oh.
Good. I'm gonna get that.
I like
the
him.
loyalty
millhouse
mission,
of our game.
right? I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit up that dude's loyalty mission ASAP.
You've
Gotta get that guy
achieved
leveled up.
you've achieved S support with Dirk. All right. Beige and Twinkle, as you are about to head into the building, you see, I'm assuming Spit is going to like go across the rooftops until they have to hit the bridge, and then there's no more rooftops. You just go across.
Yeah,
the
and then
bridge.
it's just, all right, here's the bridge. I've probably lost everyone who's trying to catch up to me,
Right.
so I'm fine.
Right. So at that point, I think you should essentially they see you. Spit is running up as Twinkle and Beige are heading into the building.
Okay.
How noticeable is Spit just hopping over the rooftops?
Well, you don't see that happening because
Okay.
by the time she gets to Silk Shore, she's on the streets again.
I just wanted to know
Yeah.
what level of done I was gonna be with my weird ass teammates who one of them almost lost their soul, the other one's
You-
hopping on rooftops. Like
You
guys,
should have
we just gotta move
expected this
the
from me.
box. We just had to move
Spit
the box.
walks up to you
okay,
on the
yeah, in all
ground like a
fairness,
regular
that's normal
person.
for you. I'm still just a little like secondhand trauma over here from you almost lost your soul
Would you
doing
like
your
a hug?
stupid weird shit.
It might be a little staticky.
You
It
may
might be a little oh my god.
Spit comes up to the wagon, kind of gives Righty a pet because Righty's her favorite.
right.
Righty's
Um,
everyone's favorite. Righty's a
Her
sweetheart.
black
Everyone
eyes
loves
looking
Righty.
like really intense right now.
Okay. Okay. Great. So you catch up to them, and what are you guys doing next? Are you going to go in? Are you bringing the box in? How is this working? Are you going to try to find Lady Anne before you bring in the box?
I think we should, yeah.
Yeah.
Should someone stay with the cart?
Someone should
Um,
definitely stay with the cart.
I guess that's me.
Yeah, I
fill
don't
in
trust
Spit
weird dude with the cart.
Also, like, I'm just gonna update you.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna just update Spit on.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Let me know,
Yeah,
like, all
on
the
the
weird
shit.
shit that happened.
yeah, I'm
I
just,
don't get any of it. You
Yeah, I'm
explain
like-
it, and Spit's like, weird.
Oh, weird. I don't know what happened. Cool.
Sounds weird.
There's some kind of presence, electroplasmic, of course, as we were warned. But it seems to have a sentience rather than something more distilled.
Hmm.
Um,
Good thing we're here, and we can get paid.
Yes, indeed.
You're not gonna get hung up on this beige, are you?
I just want to know what Penderan is playing at.
Probably something weird.
Probably
Something
something very
fun.
weird and very illegal.
No, weird. Weird is
Ooh.
what I said. Let's get paid and get out of here.
Sure.
He's a very
Okay.
good client of ours.
I
Let's
almost ran afoul of the fucking spirit wardens. I'm ready to go home.
Okay. All right. So who is staying with the cart and who is going inside to find Lady Anne?
Spit is
Spit.
staying with the cart.
Okay.
I'll go inside.
Okay. Twinkle, are you also going inside?
Yeah, I'll go inside.
Okay.
I've got. Yeah.
All right. You go into the brothel, and this is a standard drop point for you. And so the proprietor, Madame Marsh, knows you. And
The Marsh?
Madame Marsh.
Barsh.
And she's, oh, sweet darlings. So wonderful to see you again. Do you have something for me?
We're actually looking for an associate of yours, Madame.
Oh, who would that be?
So I'm gonna just ask a question out of character
Sure,
here. Has there been any indication of does Lady Anne actually frequent this drop point, or is this something where like the discretion extends to moving through this space even?
Okay, so the description that Lord Penderin gave you was not somebody that you recognized as frequenting this brothel. But because you're pretty sure like saying her name isn't going to be breaking your cone of silence agreement or anything like that.
Okay.
Because you've got to find her.
Yeah.
And, she's probably used to being very discreet in these matters. Dealing with us. Also trying to be discreet.
Right. Exactly. Like she doesn't necessarily know all of the deliveries or where everything is going. She's sometimes just a middle person like you are.
Sure.
So she's used to things working in a more discreet way.
We're looking for a certain Lady Anne. We were hoping to entreat on a certain transaction, the three of us together. And I looked down at Twinkle and then raised my eyebrows.
Okay. Her eyes go big And she says, "Oh, I haven't seen Lady Anne all day. How strange. Are you sure she was expecting you?"
Yes, quite. At this hour, in fact.
Oh,
When did you last see her?
you know, now that I think about it, it has been a day or so. Earlier this week, definitely I saw her, but I haven't seen her today at all.
Does she reside here in Silkshore?
She does.
And we were supposed to meet her here for our engagement. Would you mind maybe disclosing whereabouts she is, if you have any idea?
Well, I could. You're very
I'd
dear
make
to
it
me,
worth your
dears.
while.
I don't like giving away my clients' personal information. Um, it sounds like it's a little bit of a predicament.
It sounds like something might be up as well, and we're in a better position of looking into this. Our client would be appreciative if we did look into it. I get the feeling, considering the package.
Well, I guess I could give you an address where you may try to find her. And
That will have to do.
she gives you directions, because addresses, I mean, she gives you an address, like this street, this, this number, like 4th Street.
18th house off the left corner by the gnarled tree on 4th Street. Yay olden days directions before they actually did house numbers and shit.
So it's on, it's going to be number 14 Chimewater Avenue.
Talk to your hound. Talk to your hound. Talk to your
Which
hound.
we
We're
do,
coming out
I
there.
think. Yeah.
Talk to
We
your
gotta
hound.
wrap up this conversation first.
Hey, you guys should talk to your hounds.
I
That's
just
a
want
great
to,
idea. Who said that?
I just want to look around the area here. Is there anything that looks off about the inside of the brothel here? Anything?
Not at all.
Not at all?
No.
Okay. All right.
It's your.
So then I think we're good to bid our madam here thanks and farewell and head back outside.
Okay. All right. So you guys.
Good night, Ning Madame.
Sorry, I couldn't be of more help. Do come back.
Hi, girl.
We will.
She will.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so head outside and brief our hound on what we were just told. Just so
She's
They
not
gave me the
there.
address.
person's case, because of course this just couldn't be a simple delivery.
It's fine. All right, so repeat that address for me again.
Number 14 Chimewater Avenue.
All right, yeah. Hang on a sec. I'll go scout it out and see if I can find any sign of her. I'm gonna use my scout
Okay.
ability. When I gather info to locate a target, I get +1 effect.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is a hunt roll.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I would accept hunt or survey.
And I'm gonna push myself.
Okay.
What's my position?
Your position in this situation, I think, is actually pretty controlled.
Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
I'm getting +1 effect. I have a black eye, so that just brings me up to standard effect.
Yep.
And I get an extra die because I pushed myself.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Only one to get 6s.
Just wait till Monica's here, then it'll just be 6s all day. Okay, so Spit, you head to that location. You do your thing. The house looks normal. It's like a townhouse, essentially, like or like a duplex. Like it used to be one big house, and now it's like 3 houses that like one you have to walk up some stairs to go in the front door of, one you can get on the ground level, and one of the other ones is like also on the ground level. It's like
One of those ramshackle,
Yeah.
nobody planned this.
nobody planned this. It was all one house at one point, and now it is like this split into different apartments kind of thing. And all of the like everywhere looks normal. Okay, there are no doors like hanging open or anything like that. So at least the outside of the location looks pretty standard Duskwallian. So, how would you like to go about?
Well, as I believe this is like specifically a gather information
Yeah,
like action.
cool.
So I think I can ask you specific questions
right.
depending
So-
on
right,
how many
so-
you think I'm allowed.
Yeah. So go ahead and start asking me things, and I will
Okay.
tell you when you're done.
Where did Lady Anne go?
It looks like she hasn't left her place in a while. You think she's still
Uh-oh.
inside?
All right, what's really going on here?
Lady Anne is dead.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I think we're
Yep.
carrying her.
Oh God, that wouldn't be.
How can I get them to pay me for this job?
Deliver the package.
Fucking shit.
If we're
Well-
killing her, he would know she's dead. So like. Anyways.
All right, well, one of the questions is not how long was she dead. So I guess
We-
we got to break in and bring this package to the dead woman. Whisper. Does this sound like something feasible? Does this
So you've
ring any
returned?
bells for you? Ugh.
Do you have a lockpick?
Hang
I think
on,
that
let
we're
me see.
carrying her. From what you're telling me,
I would
my best
probably
friend.
carry around a lockpick with me.
All right, yeah, I'll say you got it because I'm up to only 1 point
Yeah.
left
I'm
from
a
the load.
lurk. I just kind of, just
Oh,
go
yeah,
where
that's
I
your thing.
want. And then I just open up, and if the door's locked, just fucking open it up. Half the time, people don't lock their windows though. You don't even get a pick that locks on doors.
How did this look? So it came up to the house, peeked in the windows, and just came back and been like, "She's dead."
Oh, that's and just
Yeah, that-
looking around.
That
is
bitch dead.
like, oh, that's a dead body. Oh, okay.
She dead.
Okay.
Actually, like, did you see the body? Like what?
Did I see the
Please don't
body?
get weird on me.
Or did I just like do like
Let's
a
just go-
Sherlock thing with?
I'm
This is a logistical question, Twinkle.
so
Ugh.
I think you deduced that she must be dead in there. You smelled like decay, but you
Right,
didn't
yes.
actually see her body.
Okay, I'm pretty sure she's dead. Yeah,
Something is
smells
dead,
like a dead
please.
person in there. She hasn't been seen in a while, and that box is really weird.
Okay,
Sounds
so
like
we need
something
to
a dead
break
person
in.
would want.
We need to break in. I
Okay.
am
Cool.
not feeling so great about Lord Pendran. He's not telling us a lot. This isn't what we signed up for. Much as I am interested in the movements of the dead and being involved in them, this isn't what we're being paid for. But let's deliver it. See where this goes.
Excellent. Okay, so you guys
Look down at Sparkle. You got your lockpicks.
Twinkle.
Twinkle.
Oh,
Twinkle,
sorry.
this is why
Sparkle.
I don't listen to you.
Spit, phlegm, Sparkle, Twinkle.
Anyways,
Hey, Dazzle.
I'm gonna start calling you Snot.
Twinkle?
Sure, whatever. Shimmer. Get your lockpicks.
Children.
You know what? Fuck you. Anyways,
Should I get mine out? Should I get mine out? You want me to do this?
No,
You want me to do your job?
you go sit down.
Yeah,
You just
alright.
go sit down. You don't worry your pretty little face. I'll get the damn door. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the windows, and I'm not gonna check the bottom window. I'm gonna check the top one because
Okay.
do people remember the one that slides down?
Yeah.
People remember to lock that one?
Yes. All the windows are locked.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
So sure.
I'll just
It's like the red light district, but it's not necessarily the safest place in town. So like people lock their doors and windows.
Oh, of course they do. All these people with their valuable possessions that they don't want being stolen. God, imagine being that wealthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
go bury my nose in the goat. To
I'm
kinda
just
cleanse the
gonna-
palate.
I'm gonna try to pick a door, that obviously goes to her place that is not like people can't just be walking by and see me casually picking this lock. Because unless you're like a pro at this, lock picking takes time.
I'll take point. It's fine.
And just stand in the corner. Just stand in the corner and start yelling about like climate change or something like that. Nobody will want to look at you, and it'll be great.
Pretend I have a petition.
Yeah, just start handing out a petition. We should get some paper and get those, because that's the perfect cover. Nobody will look at you if
No,
you
I
hand out petitions.
take point. Don't worry about it. Pick the lock.
Let me just
All right.
while Twinkle is picking that lock, I'm gonna just have a little conversation with her package.
Okay.
I'm gonna tune again.
Okay.
Lady Anne.
Oh. You don't need to roll for this because I'm just going to give this to you.
Cool.
You try to speak to it again, and you say Lady Anne, and then it, like, you hear kind of a hum, like a really satisfied sound that says, oh, wouldn't that be nice? And it's not like a voice you hear, but more like a sensation you feel.
I push the kind of butterflies deeper into my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And just swallow them and not let it distract me too much.
Okay. Twinkle, is this... please, I want to see how your lock picking goes.
Yeah.
How are you approaching this lock picking?
Well, your standard lock picking. You got the flat bar, and then you test them all, and you find the one that locks, and you go one at a time, and it takes some time, but you get the job done. Okay. And I do want to push myself for this one because Spit made fun of me, and I don't want Spit to win.
So it sounds
it's a competition now.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're doing a finesse style action rather than just trying to like wreck the door open.
God, yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay. That makes noise. Come on.
Okay, so yes, this will be finesse.
You know what else makes noise? Your endless prattering.
You're prattering! If you weren't prattering, I wouldn't have to pratter back at you. Anyways, I'm just... Yeah!
Sure hope nobody comes by.
Quit talking!
While I'm distracted by your babbling.
Quit talking!
Righty says he doesn't like you anymore.
Righty, that's not what Righty said, and you know it. Righty is a sweetheart and loves everyone. How dare you soil Righty's name like this?
Okay.
You two, I am trying to have a conversation.
I'm gonna take one of my spare picks and I'm gonna fling it at
sorry.
Spit.
Okay.
He's just talking to the dead box. Sorry, bees.
Okay, so Kitty, go ahead and do a roll for me.
It's probably not even gonna make it over the fence. Sorry, what am I doing?
You're gonna click on finesse.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in a risky situation. Yes.
Okay. Standard
effect.
And
then +1 die because you pushed yourself.
Okay. And then I check off 1 stress for that too, right?
Yes. 2 stress when you push yourself.
2 stress. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay. So while you are arguing with Spit, so Twinkle is like trying to pick the lock, yelling at Spit, like throwing picks at Spit.
I got custody of Righty now.
And
Righty wants to live with me.
And like
Righty lives with all of us.
just yelling, screaming, checking, like your lock pick, the pick that you're using, the straight, like to hold the tumblers or whatever, snaps in half.
Oh, every goddamn time, every time. This is your fault, Spit. And I'm gonna brandish the broken.
What's wrong,
half
Glitter?
So the other half stuck in the
your
lock.
Bed.
And
oh fucking shit.
And you see a raven flying overhead.
I don't know what that means. As a player, I don't know what that means.
So
is it a death secret?
Yes, it is a death
shit.
It is in Duskwall, when someone dies, these ravens, essentially bells toll, and then ravens come seek out the dead body, and then the soul collectors will come and take that body for processing. And so you have essentially, you showed up before the ravens did, but there is a raven here now.
Great.
So she only died recently.
I mean, if we smell the body, she was dead for at least 6 hours.
This was fucking timed.
Here's my question. Because I can't focus on like the conversation I'm trying to have, as fascinating as it is, I look back at her, see that something's gone wrong with like getting the door open. Looking at the building, can I tell if there is a chimney?
There is.
Oh, and guess who's the smallest person in the party?
It's Shimmer.
Oh, fuck you. I'm sorry.
Righty.
Oh,
It's
Righty.
righty, actually. Lower righty down with a rope.
oh, you want to send the goat down the chimney? Sure, why not?
The goat hasn't broken any lockpicks.
The goat eats them.
Yeah,
I stand by what I
goats
said.
will eat anything.
The spirit wardens are going to be here soon.
This
And
has been cute, but yeah.
Fine,
Beach is
fine,
right. We gotta,
fine. Give
we
me
gotta
your
get going.
climbing gear. Give me your climbing gear.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, all right, here you go.
Okay.
How does that work? Do I like unmark that now on my load?
I mean,
If it's a temporary
it's still the
borrow,
capacity of what you brought.
Yeah,
I mean,
Alright, yeah.
you could have climbing gear, but yes.
Yeah, you could just bring your own. Use your own.
I didn't bring
grappling
my
hook.
own climbing gear. I thought we were just delivering the mail. I thought we were delivering the mail. I brought a piece of beef jerky. A piece of beef jerky.
All right, look, I will use my climbing gear to get you up
Well,
to
guess
the
what?
top.
You can't
all
have
right?
one. And I'm gonna eat my piece of beef jerky.
Jerky, where'd
Anyways.
you get beef?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
goat jerky.
it's for a very generous definition of beef.
Righty the first.
It's actually just mushroom.
No,
jerky.
it was actually our previous model
Yeah,
of Lefty.
which is delicious.
Okay.
All right, so I can use my climbing gear to get Twinkle up to the chimney,
Yes.
and then Twinkle can get
then-
in and like let us
You
in.
better,
right?
Yeah,
you better hope
okay.
that nothing is on fire. And if I get lit on fire, you are in so much trouble. I'm saying
But
this
you
as
okay?
I'm, like,
Listen, you
as I'm
have
descending
like
into the chimney, so you don't hear the other half of that. It's just
listen.
it's
I'm gonna
just-
count to 100, and if the door isn't open, I'm finding my own way in. We don't
Okay.
have this. We don't have this kind of time.
So you.
Ugh.
So
I don't
and
know how to count to 100.
So, and I will tell you that the Raven kind of indicated that you guys are all in a desperate situation at this moment. You're kind of racing against time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to make this body undead. Whoa, wait. I mean, not dead. Not well, okay. All right.
I mean, it seems like that might be what we're doing, and that's really concerning on a lot of levels. But
Yeah,
Alright.
we are. Yeah, I don't know
So-
if my character would know this, but this is vampire territory, and I don't care for it.
uh-huh.
As soon as I get past the lip of the chimney, I am just going to immediately shut up, though.
Okay.
And I am going to try to be as quiet as I can descending this chimney.
Okay. So you descend the chimney, and there's this kind of like everything in Dustwall smells like smoke and coal and dust and damp.
You
And,
just get nose blind to it
yeah,
after a while.
you get nose blind to it. But the smell in here is much more earthy and much more like fetid.
Oh yeah, it is. Of course it is.
And it's not, but it's not
Not
like
deathly.
it's not as deathly as you would have expected. You're like, oh, the hound must have like a really sensitive nose because it does not smell like
Oh.
dead people in here. Not really.
I don't like.
So you get in. Are you going to look around before you open the door for them?
I'm looking around before I even get out of the chimney
Well,
Like-
there's essentially this
or out of the fireplace.
yeah, this flat. It's kind of like an apartment with two rooms. There's like a main room that's set up like a standard kind of living area. There's like a table and some chairs and like a couple of
Any signs of
loungy
distress?
chairs. No. And then there's a bedroom, and the bedroom door is open, and there is signs of distress there.
On the door, or like what I can see through the door,
Yes,
or
both.
both. What sort of signs of distress? We talking claw marks, blood on the wall, feathers? What do we got?
There's it looks like the door itself is kind of hanging off its hinge. And in the room you see like a smear of blood going across the floor.
Oh yeah. I want to get the hound in here before I do any. I don't want to. Yeah, let's get the meat bag in here to deal with the meat things.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
so
worried
you-
about the earthy smell that I don't know about.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that means either. As a
I-
player or a character, I have no idea what that means.
I have theories.
I'm just thinking it's like they put some weird aroma in their fireplace. I don't know, rich people, they do that.
Okay.
Anyone who can live in anything bigger than a cardboard box is rich to me.
Okay. So you open the door, the front door, so that Bij and Spit can come in, and I'm assuming you close the door behind you.
Close the front door behind me?
Yeah.
I bring in the package, by the way.
Okay, so you're gonna bring
Okay,
in the
I was gonna
package.
say we're gonna do
Yeah.
that first.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you're not like leaving the door open.
Can we leave it open like a little bit? Like close it enough, not so that it locks the handle, but just enough so that it's shut. But like if we needed to get out, we don't have to worry about twisting the handle. We just fucking shoulder charge it. We'll
Okay.
get out.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Just a little bit.
Being prepared. Okay. So you go into this room and it is there's
Beige.
Ghost minding, like immediately.
Yeah. Do your weird thing.
so
Yeah, like
so
if I
there-
may.
Yeah. So I'm going to describe the room to you, but you're also like you put that on as soon as you come into the house, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So in the room is this, like, there's a blood smear leading to the bed. There's a woman with a scar under her left eye on the bed.
I'm looking at this through my mask as well.
Dark black hair, long, like disarrayed. She's not like nude or anything like that, but she's been cut from chest all the way down to like her pelvis, and laid open. Nothing. It's not like anybody was digging around in there. Just like somebody
Nothing missing.
Yeah, there's
I
nothing
would almost
missing. Nobody was
preferred if
digging
they
around. They
did.
just sliced
Opened
her
her.
open.
It looks
And-
neat though.
No, it looks like somebody like
It was a struggle.
yeah, and
Mm.
and somebody very strong probably. And there is a circle, and you're sure that the circle is like dirt, like poured around the bed. Bish can see that her like there is ectoplasm forming around her as though a ghost is forming but has not yet formed.
So there's a few different things that trouble me here. First thing that I say is like,
Oh.
well, okay, how many supernatural presences do I sense? Because
You
there's the ghost.
Yeah, there's the ghost. There are several that seem to have been attracted to this area, but they're not manifest. They're not like here truly.
We may have been or may soon be in the presence of a demon.
Oh, what tipped you off? Was it the circle of dirt that's trying to keep the demon inside the body?
Or calling it.
See that crap? Listen to Twinkle over here talking like she knows what she's talking about.
It's
not a bad hunch.
folklore. It's classic folklore. Everyone knows it's salt for ghosts, dirt for demons, and it's
So
got to
we
be
leave-
holy ground for.
We leave the box because that's our job, and we get the fuck out of here, and then we go get our money from Lord Pendrin,
Are
and
we
we're
sure
done.
the box isn't the demon?
Does the woman have the scar?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Put the box on the floor, kick it towards the bed,
Don't disturb
And
the
we
demon
leave.
line.
or should we? I don't know.
No. You never make it.
I don't know.
so I touch the box
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
and I'm just like,
It's vibrating and humming.
are we doing this for you?
You don't hear any kind of response. It's just humming and vibrating.
See, the box wants it. Let's go. Put the box by the body. We delivered it. We go get our money.
For once, I agree with Spit,
This is.
whose name I can remember because I'm not as stupid as her.
I'm not even gonna respond to that because you were agreeing with me. Please, Beige, just put the box down next to the body. Let's get out of here. It's not just the demon. We got spirit wardens coming.
We can go
Fuck.
investigate
Fine.
Pendragon.
I will tell
Um,
you as a GM's note that Lord Penderin didn't want this package known about by a bunch of different people. Spirit wardens are probably on that list.
Yeah.
God,
Oh, definitely on that list. Um, fucking
Want me to go outside shoot the raven?
no. I think that
That's just
yes. Mm, they
no, because if you miss, we're
already started
screwed.
following it.
If I hit, we're
It's
screwed.
probably
Yeah.
Killing one of the ravens is like
Yeah.
a huge taboo.
so.
But so is getting caught by the spirit wardens with a fucking demon dead box.
So there's a little bit of like a. I want to know. I want to gather information here
Okay.
about like about the
Didn't
dirt
you bring like a
circle
ghost
and
bottle
whether.
or something?
Well, yeah. So there's multiple things that I'd like to do, but like I'm worried about each of them pissing off multiple other things. So
That's
I-
life, baby.
Well, okay. So,
I,
so what are you trying to gather information about?
what I want to know is like if I cross the threshold of the circle, am I pissing off a demon, or is the circle there because a demon has been called there and is expecting to come back into that space?
I will just give this to you as a whisper who is more attuned to arcane bullshit than other people. You think that circle is there to keep whatever's inside.
Don't go in.
Listen, if you need help, I'll just pick up the box and throw it over the dirt.
You're pretty certain as long as the circle isn't broken, it will continue to do its job.
I'm going to do something possibly
Daring?
stupid. Don't break the circle. Do not disturb it at all. If something goes wrong with me, run.
Before you do weird, stupid, can I do normal, smart, and just try to look around the room for other things? Maybe?
Absolutely. But we're
Okay.
we're operating on borrowed time here. What I'm going to try
Yeah.
to do is I'm going to put whatever spirit that I sense in this package into the body and have it walk with us.
I'll open it up and shit.
That's gonna draw
It's-
more attention than the box.
Not if we go somewhere that doesn't have eyes. This has to have a back room. This has to somewhere else. We need to not be in this apartment, at least while the spirit wardens are in this block. And they will be here within minutes.
Yeah. I just
All right,
wanted
sure.
to. Because obviously, I'm assuming she didn't do this to herself. There's probably got to be some signs of someone else being here.
Yeah, so you're
Probably someone who might have some dirt on their shoes.
so your cursory investigation reveals
Number of people.
Your cursory investigation reveals kind of a scene that it was not very well hidden. So you somebody caught her. She was already in her room. So they came in. They forced entry into that room. Right. That's why the door it's off its hinge. There was a scuffle. She was laid open. Then somebody has turned her room upside down, like they were looking for something. And then,
And did they check the underwear drawer?
yeah, everything.
Okay.
And this dirt circle, you're not sure, maybe they put it there, maybe she put it there. It's got some, like, it's not broken, but it does have some scuffs, like it was there when the struggle was going on.
Did she expect a
Okay.
demon to come
Yeah,
get
I'm
her?
stepping over the threshold very carefully. I'm hoping that
Ah.
she's the one that called the demon there. I'm looking
Do
at
I
both
see-
of you.
Just real quick, do I see Twinkle like opening her underwear drawer?
Yes.
Well, I'm checking. Okay, well, you check the underwear drawer and then you check inside the socks. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
I mean-
check under the bed mattress because, weird shit's happening over there. I'm going for places number 1 and 2, okay?
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah, and
So what is Beige doing?
I'm making myself a conduit, so I'm touching the package, and then I'm like carefully scooping the innards into the body, and just like Basically, I'm just like,
Okay.
you need to move.
Okay.
Please.
So, I'm gonna. So Bij realizes this as this happens. Bij has made a fundamental mistake about what the box and what's inside of it is supposed to do, and she realizes it when the soul essence that is the spirit essence that has been forming around Lady Anne's body, that ghost, is essentially pulled through Bij into the box. And now, like, just like Bij's soul was being pulled into the box, this this soul that was attached to Lady Anne that was separating from her body slowly, as ghosts tend to do, is now sucked into the box, and she doesn't have the will to keep that thing from happening to her. Like
she's
Bij,
dead.
because she's dead. Like Bij had the will to stop it from happening, but Lady Anne does not. And
So this is like a super advanced ghost bottle. All right.
We need to go. I just like, we.
I think we need to bring the box back.
Yeah.
Shit.
We did not bargain for a dead body. We do not have to deal with her corpse.
Yeah,
We just need to
yeah.
get paid.
Yeah, we need to get out of here before the thingies that come after the crows come here. Anyways, we gotta go.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
We're gonna load up the cart and
Carefully
we're gonna...
step back out, and then I'm like, let's fucking leave.
beat a hasty retreat. Okay. I would like somebody to roll a fortune roll.
Can I do a fortune roll?
Please.
Could be
Okay.
anybody.
Okay, how do I do a fortune roll? There's a
There
button
should
on
be
here for
roll
fortune,
fortune.
someone.
Yeah, there's a button under the crew mode.
Under crew mode. Okay, I did that, and now I'm looking for roll fortune.
Yeah, it's under the right-hand side. So it'll be like vehicle, contacts, and then roll fortune.
Ooh. Yeah. Huh. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's really gray on white. Anyways,
it's very gray. Yes.
how many dice am I rolling?
Just one.
Just one.
Make it count.
Any notes?
This is to determine how far away the spirit wardens are when you leave. Oh. Okay. So you
Delicious.
and
Damn
are
it,
you
Sparkle.
are you taking the box with you?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just?
I'm just making sure that the box is coming back with you, and you're
Oh yeah.
okay.
We are.
So you load the box back into your cart. The Raven is circling over the building. You get on the cart, you start to roll away, and you see spirit wardens come around the corner. They see you with a coffin-sized box in your cart and call after you.
I am gonna.
How do you respond to this?
I'm gonna pretend I'm deaf.
Ugh.
Like you're
All right,
just gonna
anyone-
pretend like you don't hear them?
Anyone
Yeah,
competent
yeah. I'm
have
gonna
an
pretend
idea?
I don't. I'm gonna pretend I don't hear him at first, and I'm gonna. And I think we should make sure that they care about us rolling away.
Okay. You start rolling away. You act like you don't hear them. One of them kind of jogs after you, like, wait, we need to ask you some questions.
How many are there?
Just two.
The spirit wardens are the badasses that like all wear like full space masks.
Yeah, we don't want to
right?
fight
Yes,
them.
they wear masks.
Yeah.
So, as a player to the GM, what do I need to know about spirit wardens? What would my character know about them?
So nobody knows who they are, specifically so that they can't be like bribed or corrupted or things like that. They're pretty badass people because they're often hunting down bodies. They don't actually they're not associated with the City Watch at all. So it's not like they're gonna try to convict you of a crime. though they may report you if you're the person who murdered someone and they can prove it. But really they're just there to pick up bodies and make sure they don't make ghosts.
Okay.
And they're really, really insistent about doing their jobs.
They just really want to do their jobs. Okay.
I'd like to speak with them. Like, you can actually see like Beige kind of like turn around in the car and like kind of look at I look at you two and I'm like, I mean, we're fucked if we don't.
Spit and Twinkle are both like, did you hear something?
I'm just looking around like, oh, so they come jogging like, hey, we can ask questions. Like, oh, hey, hi, sorry, did not hear you at all.
Keep going, and I'll speak with them. And I leave the box in the cart.
Okay.
And I hop out.
Okay. The one that's like coming up stops to talk to Beige, and they don't really try to stop the other two from leaving. It seems like they just want to ask you some questions. The warden says, do you know what happened here?
It seems like there was some kind of a murder. We a friend of ours, and then like I start acting all worked up.
Okay. So they say, and the obvious question of, are you friends with the deceased?
Yes.
Just looking at Sparkle like, no, man.
No, we should have just said we were walking by. Anyways.
I'm
Recent friends. We were just supposed to
We
get
were friends.
2 days ago.
Okay.
So not...
They just ask like, do you know which door it is?
I point, but I don't give them any concrete answer, but I point at the specific door that will lead to the flat.
Okay. Cool. He points to that door. The other guy just goes and like literally kicks it in.
Ghostbusters!
I almost yell, it wasn't locked, why would you? And I stopped myself, but like, that was my first, it wasn't, why would you? Whatever.
Hand over the mouth.
The warden talking to you says, if you would like to collect the remains, you're welcome to. They will be they will be at the warden hall.
I just gesture for like a hug, like some kind of consolation to sell it.
He just looks at you and is
people in
like,
Duskwall don't hug.
Yeah, he just looks at Beige and like takes a step back, like cold shoulders. The like gesture for a hug.
I sit on the curb and like kind of like look off to like the nearest.
And he turns around and walks away, and goes inside, and it looks like they're
on the fucking cart.
And you know that they, like you, can sense like ghosts forming and stuff like that. And there is not a ghost with that body anymore. Which is gonna
be kind of suspicious.
Which is gonna be alarming to them.
We need to go.
Right. So like that's why I'm hanging out. Like, I'm basically just priming to like, if I need to drop a lie here. Like, I'm gonna basically try to ensure the idea of like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm just really freaked out because my friend is dead.
Okay.
Trying to like make it look like I'm trying to make it look the opposite of we stole the spirit.
We stole that ghost.
Ghost thief.
Spit, have we left Beige behind, or are we staying with Beige?
You should leave Beige
I told you to leave.
We need to leave.
I told you to leave.
This is
okay. I was just trying to make sure. All right. Well,
you can do whatever you like.
Okay.
I was emphatic about.
So we've hit 10 o'clock.
It's
and I still want to do downtimes with you. So what I'm going to say is that Spit and Twinkle are able to make a clean retreat from this situation. Beige is going to have to lie to the spirit wardens just to convince them that she didn't go inside and she has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But she does so. She's not sure how convinced they were, but they let her go. But it's very clear that the spirit wardens are very like, the fuck, there's like this body just showed up and it doesn't have a ghost. Like, this is fucking weird.
Can I actually can I like kind of season up that lie a little bit with a little bit of truth? Like, can I be like, I went in, like I was invited. We were invited for drinks after we hung out at this other bar. Like we hit it off, and then like she was just dead. She was, and I don't know what's going on.
So if you were there when she died, then you become like a suspect of murder. So you may not want to pass that off as your lie.
She
Yeah,
invited you
I
over
won't
for
do that.
tea.
Yeah.
She invited you over for tea,
And you came,
Showed
but she
up.
was already dead. Yeah.
and she
Yeah,
was
like
already.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
she's
And the
already.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you showed up, she was dead. And it was so weird. Yeah. You totally.
And this is
And the
why I'm
door
not
was
running. Like, I'm
unlocked
telling you about this
and-
because it's upsetting.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're able to kind of pass off a lie there. So, the only real question I have is, where are Spit and Twinkle taking the box?
Not back to our hideout, that's for
Well,
sure.
I know that Lord Penderin can be found at the Archive of Echoes because that's where I normally indulge in my vice.
Yes.
Would there be a better place to find him that wouldn't be like, here's your dumb box where everyone can see it?
I mean, that would be a perfect place if you want to bring it back to Lord Penderin.
Okay, I put it to fuck. I was joking about your name Sparkle, but I know that's not Twinkle. I put it to Twinkle that sorry, I put it to Twinkle that we should probably get rid of this thing at the Archive of Echoes, like toot sweep.
Okay. You're able to, so you get it back there, surprisingly with less conflict than it took you to get it down to Silk Shore.
Good. No sign of Dirk.
Is Spit like got their head on a swivel looking for Dirk as we're
Yes.
passing through Crow's Foot?
Yes.
We gotta lose him. We're going at the speed of 3.
Yes.
It's almost as if we're followed by the specter of dramatic irony.
And then when you bring the box back to Lord Penderin, he is perplexed.
So are we, dude. I see upon seeing his face.
Yeah.
All right, so like we're in a position to talk to him where it's not going to be like
Yeah,
Wait,
just
okay.
so
So I like break it down. I guess Twinkle and I both try to do it at the same
yeah,
time.
we delivered the package. I just want you to know that we brought it.
We delivered it.
to the
I
lady.
Brought it to Lady Anne.
She went into the package.
Now Lady Anne is in the package.
So we don't know where to keep it.
What do you mean?
So
What happened to Lady Anne?
Lady Anne dead. She was dead like
What didn't happen to Lady Anne?
pretty
is a better
quickly
question.
before we got there, which is a little.
She's a-
I don't like that.
I'm just making sound effects in the background. I'm just like.
We got to the brothel. She hadn't been seen in a couple days. We went to her apartment. She'd been torn open. The Whisper did some stuff. I don't know.
That doesn't
Now
sound
her
great.
ghost is in that box. We had to outrun the spirit wardens. You're welcome. Here's your box.
Oh.
We don't know where to put it now. We
This-
didn't want. You said you didn't want spirit wardens to see it.
Yeah. Oh, this is deeply concerning.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it
wait, no,
is.
you didn't know that was going to happen?
He leans closer and he says, "So do you know what happened to the demon?"
The what?
Called that shit. I literally said this.
I mean,
I'll spit
Oh,
says
so
this.
there,
Nope.
wait, there actually it was one there?
Nope. I don't know. Nope. Don't know.
Did
Nope.
anyone listen to the whisper?
So,
No, you're weird. Why would we listen to you? Anyways.
3 coin, please.
Okay.
We gotta start
Demons are
asking
not my
for
best. I
back up
delivered a
front.
package and then I delivered it back to you because return to sender. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Cash on delivery.
He says, "I will pay you. I am a man of my word, and thank you for this news. It is deeply troubling."
Sure is. Yep. Trouble times. Trouble times. Good thing I'm getting some coin.
You say her ghost is inside the box?
That's what the whisper said.
Huh. Well, maybe she will know what happened to the demon. Thank
What
you
the
for your
fuck?
time.
Yeah.
Good.
No problem.
Cool. Can we take the long way home? Can we take the long
Rain
way?
nor slow snow nor sleet or
Dead people.
crime.
Hang on.
He's still way too calm about that, and
Come to
I'm
the
upset.
post. What? Calm about what?
something.
This concerning information.
Neither snow
Just pay me
nor
so I can
rain,
get out of here.
nor gloom
Well,
of
he
night
pays you.
stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, return to sender.
Okay.
Still gonna pay us.
Yeah, he pays you, and your mission is complete.
Yeah.
So let's, since we are edging on our normal end time, I'm going to let you guys kind of talk about whatever you want to talk about for a little bit in character. If you want to kind of, I don't know, debrief about the demon thing, and then we'll do downtime.
I've got my coin. It's like I'm passing bees, and I'm like, "There's a demon. Bye."
Can we start asking for half payment up
I
front?
said that to you.
Like, are we good enough that
You
we can
can-
start doing that?
I mean, you can ask for half payment up front. That is something
and I
that
will expect them to
sometimes-
split coins in half. So like they should just start paying us in
Well,
even.
we got one each now, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
either you can put them on the cruise sheet, or you can each take one coin, which would probably be easiest since
I
you're-
want to
Send
take
for
a
me.
coin. How do I take a coin?
Just put the coin on your.
Oh, I can click a button
On
and
a
it just
character
says
sheet.
coin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Could I also take one coin? Are you gonna share that
You
cheddar?
can have a coin.
I would.
I'll
thank
hold on
you.
to it for you. And then
Nah.
I'll give it to you when you
You're
catch
gonna
up.
stick it up your nose.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna get a coin
gonna
stuck in
stick
your
a whole,
nose
like,
again.
nice. No, Spit is gonna spit on it because that's Spit's name. I'm Twinkle. Duh.
Duh.
It makes perfect sense. Don't.
So can we talk about the demon? You know, the one that I mentioned may or may not be in the space. That
I
you
don't
two are
know
somehow-
I don't know shit about demons. I don't know
Let's
what you
talk
want me to
about
say.
demons. Demons are elemental beings from before this world was this way.
Oh, so
Okay.
they're not like really sexy people in skimpy outfits?
When
No, that's Silk Shore. We were just there. This is demons.
No, I thought. Never mind. I've been
No.
reading. I guess no.
demons may primarily take the form of something affiliated with air, earth, water, or fire. But they
So
could
the demon was
also
a circle.
it may have been a doorway for the demon, which
Okay.
is probably why Lord Penderan was so concerned.
Was he trying to
didn't
trap the
tell us
demon in the
about
box?
I don't know what he was playing at, but he should have told us that it was going to be involved.
Yeah, probably don't take any more jobs from him.
Question. The circle was around her bed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Was she trying to like? Never mind.
Well, I mean, it's a fair question, and the answer is maybe.
That's what I hear people do with demons.
I have
The answer is
What?
maybe.
back
What?
home.
I was. Oh my god. Never mind.
It's a long
I'm
story,
never
but it's
bringing up
very
any of these things
dangerous.
again.
I think it's
Good
more likely
lord.
that something else is going on because, once again, our client knew.
I mean,
So we don't take any more jobs from Lord Penderin.
I
Problem
think we're
solved.
still embroiled in
out of this
this.
mystery, we're gonna have to take more jobs from Lord Penderin.
I don't see how we're still embroiled in this. We don't have the box. We shook the spirit wardens. We got our money. We're good to go.
I don't know if the spirit.
I don't see
wardens
any,
are so sharp.
any other clocks around here, so we're fine.
We need to start preparing a lie, or maybe even start pointing them in the direction of the Lord.
What? What are you talking about?
That is our biggest client right now.
You mean the
That's-
one that we don't want to work with anymore?
What? Okay, but it's
Who
one thing to
said
want to
that?
work with someone, and it's another thing to throw them under the bus or
Yeah.
under the.
We can still use it as a
gondola or whatever.
reference. You gotta think about building your resume, dude.
Sure.
These are trying
We just
times.
we put a black star next to him in our book. We don't work with him anymore, but we don't like fucking alienate him. Like we can still like get other things for. He's my vice purveyor. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna feed him to the spirit wardens.
Besides, we can go break into his place and go find out what's going on. Duh.
Look, we don't need to screw him over, but we need to be prepared for further inquiry.
All right.
All right, what's our story? I mean, you already said that you were friends with her, so you better know something more about her. Which means I'm probably gonna have to go
Anne
get
at a bar. We made fast friends, the four of us. She invited us over for tea.
Wasn't
Oh,
she?
you're gonna drag
Wasn't
me
she?
into this?
Wasn't she working at the brothel?
Perhaps.
She was
But
my favorite.
we don't.
There you go.
Well,
That's
we
how I
don't
knew
want
her.
it to point back at the brothel either because it's a frequent drop point.
Oh yeah, we don't want him lurking around there.
Well, whatever. I got a coin. You guys tell me what you come up with. And Spit just leaves. Spit's like, this is not my forte.
Should we probably spend some time getting to know her a little more so that we can make a believable lie so that when they start asking other people in her life besides us about
If you-
her?
If you want to gather some information, I would welcome that.
Out of game,
Yeah.
unless she was like a noble or otherwise important, I don't know that anyone's really going to investigate her murder.
Probably
Is
not.
that a safe assumption?
Yeah, that's,
Well,
that's a pretty safe assumption. Although, because she had business dealings with Lord Penderin, he may investigate her murder.
Not only that, but
And
I'm
that's not our
worried
problem.
that we've made this investigatable because we took the spirit.
Yeah, it is missing a ghost. The spirit wardens are kind of the whole job thing can't happen now. Like, who cares if the body gets burned or not? Because there's no fucking ghost to worry about, apparently, which is bad news. And also, there was a demon circle on the ground. Even I knew that was a demon circle. Granted, I didn't know what demons look like, but whatever. Everyone knows. Dirt, demons, starts with a D. It works like that.
I don't think it works like that.
It works exactly like that.
Wait, I left the scene. I'm hanging out with Righty. Talk about all the mushrooms I'm going to buy for Righty.
Okay.
Twinkle, if you don't mind seeing what you can dig up on Lady Anne, that way we can at least get a more solid story.
Very good idea. Apparently, I have 2 dots in consort too.
Oh.
Would that help in this situation? Digging up information?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Do you want me to roll that now?
Yes.
All right. So how I want to dig up information. I think I might go back to the brothel and inform the Madam there, Madam Marsh. I kept thinking mistress. Madam Marsh, what we have discovered, and I just
everything?
ask, just that something unfortunate has happened, and I need to pass on some information to the lady's friends, and just get a couple names of some people I can look into.
Okay.
And
so you're gonna try to pump Madam Marsh for information.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think either consort or sway would work.
All right. I'm gonna do consort. And am I risky?
Yeah, this is gonna be risky.
Okay. Sure, why not? Effect.
Standard.
And I'm not willing
Devil's
to push
bargain, devil's bargain.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know. What kind of devil's bargain could I make?
If you wanted to make a devil's bargain, I could offer you that your inquiries into Lady Anne will alert someone, a faction. Actually, it'll alert the murderer that you're digging into.
That's not a devil's bargain I want to take, especially because I'm not that invested in this.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's so good.
But so then just a regular roll then, no bonus dice.
You can push yourself still if you want and spend two stress.
Only because Beige is nice and remembers my name.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has
Lovely
so much to
Quintus.
do with everything. So much to do with everything. Just Spit's spidey senses going off. Twinkle is frustrated.
Sense.
Amazing. Okay.
Spidey senses. All right, so 1 bonus die. Okay.
Yes. Excellent.
All right.
Okay. So this is gather information. So really, you have some questions that you can ask, and let me. There's a series of types of questions you can ask. Let me find. I have all these things, but they don't have everything I want them to have on them. And the GM one is really hard to look at. Like, I don't know if you've ever looked at the printouts that they give, but they're They're not the
Like
best.
all the cheat sheets.
Yeah, they have cheat
They are
sheets, which are nice.
Crammed
But they
with
are-
information.
Like they're crammed with information, and some. And
Oh,
Are you just looking for the list of questions for gather information?
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of our character sheets.
Oh, okay. There you go. Look at the bottom of your character sheet.
Next to teamwork, it says
gather information. How can I get? What should I look out for? How can I find? Okay, so can I say how can I find the lady's friends that you know of? For one of them, just want to get some names to go off of.
Yep. I think a better question, because essentially that's all encompassed in, you're not just gathering information from Madame Marsh. Like this gather information is like you talk to Madame Marsh and then talking to her friends and so on and so forth. So you're really trying to gather information about her.
Okay.
So at that point, you maybe want to find out like what would happen if I something, or what's going on here, or how can I find her murderer, or things like that, depending on what you want, what kind of information you want about her.
We might as well go with the murderer one. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to find out how can I find her murderer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of imagine that I'm just sort of like, as I'm talking to these people, trying to figure out who the most likely suspects are, or if anyone says anything that might be suspicious.
Okay.
How am I?
It was well known that Lady Anne trafficked in the supernatural and the arcane.
Okay.
There are
Not that well known, obviously. We didn't know.
You're a little low on the totem pole.
Oh, okay, fine, sure, why not?
You know that she was a member of the Path of Echoes faction.
Oh.
And that she is she made deals with people outside her own faction. She often she was a social butterfly as far as that kind of thing goes, where she would make deals with people outside of her main group, and she had kind of threads and strings everywhere. But there are definitely several people that, because she did that she pissed off with her, what people felt like were double dealing. So the first place to look, really, to find out would be within her own faction.
Cool.
I make a suggestion. Even
yeah.
though I'm not there, you might remember that her room was torn up while they were looking for something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there's a question in there that relates to that.
How can I find what they were looking for?
If you find them, you'll be able to figure out what they were looking for.
Okay.
Because either they found it, or you could make the logical leap that they were looking for the package that had yet to be delivered.
In her underwear drawer? That's not... Oh, whatever. It's not going to fit in there. Unless she's got a really big underwear drawer.
They didn't necessarily know how big it was.
Oh, I mean, okay, well, they're really uninformed break-in murderers.
So were we.
Yeah.
We didn't break into anything and we didn't murder anything.
I'm pretty sure you went down a chimney. That's
not breaking anything. No, it's not. Nothing was broken. It doesn't count. This is how the English language works.
Your lockpick was broken.
What's English?
Yeah, and whose fault was that?
Not mine.
All right.
It was all your fault. Anyways, I'm mad at you. I'm just mad at Spit again for no reason. I can just imagine
something
this being
fails.
this
You're like,
this is the conversation I'm having with an imaginary Spit in my head, and I'm just mad again.
I'm now thinking that perhaps Spit is the nickname you gave her, and it's stuck, and she hates it.
Exactly. Okay. I think that's pretty much all the information you're going to be able to get from that role. So I think we're at a pretty good point right now where you have some information to act on in the future. So let's go ahead and resolve your mission and do your payoff and all the stuff that comes with that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start with reputation.
Entanglements.
Yes.
Entanglements.
We're gonna start with reputation. Yes.
One other question. I was wondering if I could clear my stress and
That-
indulge with.
Yeah, during
As a
downtimes.
downtime.
Yeah, but
Sure.
let's go through all those steps real quick, just because Stacy's never, or Kitty, sorry, Kitty's never done this before, so I'd like to go through it. Normally
Cool.
you would get 2 rep per score by default, but because you were doing a job for the Path of Echoes, which is a tier 3 group, and it is like much higher than you're gonna get an extra 2 rep. So
Ooh.
you're gonna get
Wow.
4 rep.
Oh.
Cool. All right.
Neat.
Apparently, I had fine lockpicks that are both bolded and italicized.
Yeah.
That means that they don't weigh anything,
Oh,
and they have a
nice.
better effect.
And a shadow cloak. Oh man, I'm Batman. Nice.
4 rep is wild. That's an awesome amount of. Oh, we need to get some turf,
Yes.
y'all. We need some turf.
Yes.
Yeah.
That may be the next thing you need to do. So
Preferably not.
Yeah, but
Astro.
then we got the rep, but
so you got 3 coin from the job. Ooh. You normally would pay a coin to the bosses of Crow's Foot, which are the crows, because you are a lesser crew working in there, like working under them, and you should tithe to them. You don't have to, but if you don't, we'll wind up starting a clock to see like when they notice that you haven't been paying them.
Okay.
You want to keep your coin this time around?
we have 2 coin.
How frequent is the payment expectation?
After every score.
Even if.
Can we spread a rumor that we didn't score because we had to return to sender?
That would point so many.
Dang.
I don't know.
Are
I
you
don't know.
are you sure you want to ruin your reputation though?
No, let's not do that.
Yeah,
The sender gave us a bad address.
yeah, but I don't want that to hurt our reputation. I want that to hurt his
No,
reputation.
we're just rescheduling it, so we didn't score yet.
Nah, I just give him a coin.
Fine, whatever.
Just give him a coin.
Okay.
You can give him your coin.
Okay.
We can
Fine,
just
I
take it out
will.
of
I'll take
the
it off.
cruise
I'll
pool.
take it off the crew pool.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. Entanglements. So. Oh no.
Did we not get any heat
We're
from
gonna do
that?
heat.
Yeah.
Come on. You got so much heat.
You had to go
died.
get into
I
It was
left
loud.
bodies. I left bodies, and I shot my guns.
Okay. So you got +1 heat if it happened. +2 heat if a killing was involved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then I'm going to say that it was pretty contained. So you had standard exposure, but that gives you 4 heat.
Altogether, or plus the 2?
Plus the 2.
Oh.
Nice.
So
okay, that's
6
strange.
altogether.
Yeah, sorry.
Nice. Wait, we don't have a wanted level. It's fine.
You can also do downtimes to reduce heat, so
Yeah, it's fine.
it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
What do we do for downtime to reduce heat? Do we like go help old ladies across the street? Or
We
something?
lay low.
You
basically.
lay low, or you pay off the blue coats, or you get somebody to pay off people.
Well,
Okay.
I want
Take
to
a fall.
know what I
Someone.
want to do.
So we're gonna roll dice equal to your wanted level. Which your wanted level right now is 0. So so that's roll 2 dice and keep the lower value. So if somebody wants to roll that.
Roll it as a fortune and just mark it as 0 dice.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Okay. Gang trouble or the usual suspects. Which would you prefer? Gang trouble is one of your gangs or cohorts causes trouble due to their flaws, lose face, forfeit rep equal to your tier +1, so you'll lose 1 rep. Make an example of one of the gang members, or face reprisal from the wrong party. If you lack a gang or an other cohort with a flaw, there's no entanglement. So, or the usual suspects. The blue coats grab someone in the periphery of your crew. One player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor as the person most likely to be taken. Make a fortune roll to find out if they resist questioning. Or you can pay the blue coats off with 1 coin.
Oh my god, my vice purveyor is Lord Benderin. That's so good. That's so good, but not.
Are you cool with us going with that one?
Out of game, I'm so into that, but like my character would be horrified.
I think this is the fate of the dice, and we need to pick that one.
All
right. I mean,
the dice have spoken.
It doesn't have to be Lord Penderin. It could be one of your friends or somebody else's vice purveyor.
Yeah,
it's Lord Penderin's secretary.
But we haven't seen anyone else's friends come into the spotlight, and it's specifically like we've been dealing with Lord Penderin.
Yeah, but
my vice purveyor.
Yeah, but this is one of those things where you get entanglement. Like they could have just been picked up for something else and then questioned about you. But if you want to go with Lord Penderin, that's fine. I just want you to know it doesn't have to be him.
Can we say Lord Penderin was picked up for something completely different, but sort of like related to the position that they work in? Like they're not even a suspect. They were just picked up because they are related to someone else who is a suspect in something completely else. Well, like it's just major coincidence.
No, they're getting picked up because the blue coats are investigating you.
Okay.
Because the blue coats are always investigating you, and they know that Spit goes to him for her vice, and so they picked him up. That's how that would work.
Can we say that it gets the equivalent of like advantage or something on his roll because he's probably used to this at this point?
I don't think that we get any say over how
it's just a fortune roll.
It's just a fortune roll.
Okay.
It's 1 die, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that we should go with that usual suspects. If you're cool with it.
Well,
I know
you already hit the roll.
Yeah, she made the roll. Okay, so you're gonna get 2 more heat, as he just fucking gives you up.
Fuck.
What a bastard! Penderin. Yeah, we're never working with him again. Yeah, we can just angry scratch his name out of the book.
Penderin, you son of a bitch. You'll never find
work
in this town again. I'll see you Sunday, though. I'll see you Sunday for my vice purveyor.
Can you get a new one? Like, can you return that? Can we return Penderin to sender?
Return to Penderin.
Okay. Now it's downtimes. So you get 2 downtime actions that you can do. And so for Kitty, you can work on a long-term project. So if there's like a item you want to make or a thing you want to research or something like that, you can acquire an asset. So this is something that you're gonna that's gonna like help you in the future, but it's not going to be necessarily permanent. So it's a temporary use of an asset, and this could be anything from a different vehicle to a person to kind of anything, an item that you want to borrow from somebody, something like that. You can recover from injury. So you'll tick your healing clock by 1 if you have somebody who can do a heal. So one of the things you could acquire an asset on is somebody to help you heal. And so otherwise you're going to only recover 1 on your healing clock. You could also train, so you'll just be able to mark XP into either one of your 3 one of your 3 stats, major stats, or your playbook is where you can train in. And because of your crew, when you train in prowess, you get 2 dots instead of 1. Or you can indulge your vice to reduce stress. Now, if you indulge your vice and you don't have a whole lot of stress, you could overindulge, and that could lead to problems. So it's not worth indulging your vice to reduce stress unless you have, I would say unless you have more than 3 stress.
Oh, I got more than 3 stress.
But at the same time, if you don't have any trauma yet, you won't be penalized for not indulging your vice.
Right. Yeah, you're only going to be penalized if you get yourself up to trauma. So sometimes it's worth just like holding on to a little bit of stress.
Yeah.
And also, traumas are good XP wells, man.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm. Role playing to them is.
I'm like rushing to that trauma. I want my first trauma. I know exactly which one I'm picking.
Excellent. Okay, so you wanted to reduce your stress, Jabari, yes?
I'm actually gonna train
Okay.
prowess.
Do you want to do that? And then you get 2 actions you can take for your downtime.
Cool. So I'm training prowess, and then I'm gonna,
I'm assuming, well, how about this? Ray, I'm assuming you're going to want to heal, start on your healing
how does
clock.
the healing level 1, how does that work?
So you have a healing clock on your character sheet.
Yep.
And if you heal and you don't have anybody who can like take and heal action, you're just going to click 1 on that progress clock. If there is somebody who can roll, so like I forget what they're called.
Am I getting it confused with another system? I thought that the level 1 harms just
go
recovered at the
away.
end of a job.
Yeah.
Am I getting that confused with a different system?
I thought all of them healed the same way.
I think that they like move. Don't they move down?
No,
So like
when you heal, they move down.
right.
But I don't think level 1s just fall off with you. This
me.
game is not that forgiving.
It's not forgiving, no. Oh, it's Scum and Villainy. Thank you, chat. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's Scum and Villainy that
Yeah.
does that.
I was like,
All
this
right.
game is not that forgiving.
This game hates you.
It hates you. It wants you to die horribly.
I am gonna want to
hate
try to
you.
put. I'm gonna get some frozen eel steak to put on my black eye.
Okay, so so what I would suggest is to maybe try to acquire an asset of of a healer, and
Yeah.
then have a healer roll for you to try to speed that healing clock up.
Do I have to roll to acquire an asset? Or
Yeah,
is that just something
you essentially
I'm
you roll your tier, which is 0. So right now,
Can Jabari heal me?
I was
Can Beej heal me?
I wouldn't be able to. I think that our leech might be able to in the future, depending on
yeah.
I don't have any friends, so I'm gonna have to acquire an asset. I gotta
Well,
roll.
I would be happy to find a healer for you, especially since I put you in that kerfuffle after you already kind of like addressed the problem. Like
Right. That's what I was
so
saying.
sweet.
That's what I was going to ask if Jabari wanted to help you essentially acquire a healer, and then you could maybe heal twice,
All right.
or heal and do something else. So, okay. So roll. Essentially, it's just a fortune, like a roll 2, keep the lowest. Unfortunately, because your tier is 0. Because you low guys on the totem pole.
And this is for acquiring a healer?
Yes.
all right, one more time the roll.
Just roll it. Do it as a fortune roll.
Oh, sorry. Jabari is doing it. My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. Just do it as a fortune roll. Just roll 2 and keep the lowest.
Cool.
Healing. That's okay. So you're gonna get.
Can I pay a coin to like?
You can pay a coin to increase that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because like Beige feels pretty bad about like just how short-sighted.
Beej.
Like.
So yeah, you spend a coin, and that becomes essentially a standard healer. So you'll be able to use the healer twice, if you want. So it depends on. You might want to do your heal roll first and see how many ticks on the clock it heals, and then see if you need to use it again.
Since as a standard healer, I'm rolling 1 die.
Yes.
Hey! Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we want.
So you're gonna fill in 3 ticks.
Nice. If I pay a coin, does that pull it up to 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it would actually fill up to 5.
Oh,
but-
because it would switch it to a crit, right?
Yeah.
Well, do I want to pay a coin or do I want to use my other action? I kind of think we should lay low. I think I might reduce heat for my other action.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to spend
your
my coin
and then reduce heat.
and reduce my heat.
Okay. What are you
And
doing?
get rid of that black eye.
What are you doing as your action to reduce heat?
What am I doing?
And literally anything.
Literally anything.
Helping.
I'm hanging out with Dirk because Dirk is like the Millhouse of Crowsfoot,
Okay.
and it's like taking a hit to our wanted level is like, well, no badass would be hanging out with Dirk. So
Okay. So, what's action? What do you think that
You go
would
on a
be?
date. A real date.
do I have to wait? Are you asking
You
me
roll,
which like?
yeah, because it's a roll,
Oh,
and
yeah,
with
never
however
mind.
well you roll, so it's you roll an
Never
action.
mind, because I don't have a good. What I'm gonna do is try to get. Wait, okay, hunt or skirmish?
I just love the idea of the blue coats being like, oh, they're with like
Dirk.
the spit person's with Dirk.
What
Who
I'm
started this
going to
investigation? You're fired.
reduce my heat. I'm going to organize basically a terror campaign against one of the blue coats by like instead of bribing them, just like stalking them.
Okay.
Like you'd better like lose our warrants.
Okay.
Or
Go
this
ahead.
could happen to you.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna use my hunt for that.
Okay. That sounds fine.
Risky? I don't know how I'm.
That whatever.
Fortune?
It's more like fortune.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Well, that tracks.
Yeah. So we're gonna reduce the heat by 1.
Okay.
All right. Kitty, what are you doing?
Okay. So you said when you train, you get 2 little dots you can put.
If you train in prowess, otherwise you're gonna get 1 dot, and you could train in insight, prowess, resolve, or your playbook.
Okay, because I think I want to train for one of them. So when you say 2 dots in prowess, is that I pick 2 of those skills and put dots in, or is it little flags?
It's the little flags next to the word prowess. Once that
Okay.
fills up, you can get a dot in one of the other.
Okay. I want to do that then.
Okay.
Then, for the other one, I am definitely wanting to reduce heat. Do I have heat to reduce? How do I see that?
I'm keeping track of it on my crew.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Part.
I can't. I mean, I could fill it in for you, but I'd have to fill it in on everyone's sheet, and I may, after the game is over, fill it in on, like, Spider and Monica's sheets because they weren't here.
We have right now we have 7 out of 9 heat.
Yeah, is the crew sheet not updating for all of us? I've been trying to track it.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It's per person.
It's per person. You gotta just keep an eye on it.
I'm keeping track of it. If you guys just don't want to bother.
I
with
also
it.
have like a paper sheet that I'm keeping track of it with.
Thanks.
Because
Okay.
it's easier for me.
So, yeah, I definitely want to reduce heat because I don't like people looking at me. Just in general.
We don't like looking at you either, Sparkle.
Yeah, I really don't like
I
looking
do.
at you. Anyways, thank you, Beej.
There's a twinkle in my eye.
Oh, Beej, you're see, this is why Beej gets birthday presents and you don't.
Beej is the glue that holds us together.
The electroplasmic glue.
I can't wait. I can't wait until there's Devil Jack and Crow here. It's gonna be amazing.
I've already decided that Spit is like madly in love with Devil Jack and hates Twinkle.
I feel like everybody should be madly in love with Devil Jack.
Everybody's
I
got a
am.
crush on Devil Jack.
Okay, no idea what we're talking about.
So,
Anyways,
so what are you gonna do to reduce your heat?
I'm kind of thinking of a little bit more of a subtle approach. I'm not really a confrontational type of person. I
no.
like to just sort of
You're a lurker.
put the right item in the wrong place at the right time to get people to go in the wrong direction. That sort of thing.
Sure.
The sort of leaving a rumor here or there. I go to the fighting pits every now and again. I know who the gabbers are.
Sure.
I know which of those watch people think that they're high and mighty, and yet they still come down and hang out with all us low ruffians.
Okay, so what action are you going to take for that?
I'm thinking. I gotta go back to my character. Go back to here. I'm thinking this might be. Would consort work for this?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay. All right. And I'm just trying to throw out some believable yet bad information out there.
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay, so then I click that button and risky. Or
Yeah, I mean, those don't really matter for this.
just go all the way through, leave it at 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So you're gonna boop 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 reduce it by 2.
Ooh. See, that's how you get things done, Spit.
What? I wasn't paying attention.
Of course you weren't.
All right. Whoa.
You too.
I'm loving this. This is a lot of fun.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and do crew XP, crew advancement really quickly.
Okay.
So essentially you get 1 XP for everything except develop, like you didn't quite bolster / develop a new reputation, but you executed a successful smuggling mission. You contended with challenges above your current station, and you expressed some of the goals, drives, and inner conflicts and essential nature of the crew. So
Would you say that we addressed challenges above our current situation multiple times by both stepping into a skirmish with
no, there.
gangs that were
That was just stupid. I
We
don't know if that was
definitely
daring.
expressed
That
the
was...
inner conflict of our crew multiple times.
I would say that happened twice, sure. Well, because you did step into a fight with 2 crews that are higher tier than you are fighting, so, and you hopped into that with daring. So I will accept that. Yes. So 4 XP for the crew, and then we'll do individual XP.
rad.
So I'm just this is gonna be weird for a second. Close that. Spit and Twinkle. So these are at the very bottom. You'll see. La 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 la. Nope. Character sheet mode. So you can mark these XP either in your playbook advancement or in your individual skills. It doesn't have to be in the playbook whenever you earn XP. So for Twinkle, so for Kitty, if you addressed a challenge with stealth or evasion, which I believe you did.
Yeah, evasion, definitely. Lots of times.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I believe you did that as well.
Okay.
And yeah, the stealth or evasions multiple times, I'm going to go ahead and give you 2 XP for that.
All right. So I can do that if I wanted to? Are you looking at my you were tabbing around my sheet, I think.
I was. Yeah.
Okay. So I was wondering if you were looking in here still or not.
Yeah, sorry, I moved out of it because
okay.
I moved to someone else.
I just put
you can put them in the playbook, like flags, or in like insight, prowess, or resolve, any of those flags.
Okay. I got it. All right, I did that then.
Yeah, and so you got 3 altogether.
Oh, I got 3 altogether. Yes. Well, then I'll put that one up there too then. Okay. So that's 3 total.
I'm reading this note. The ray that you made helped Lampblack named Dirk. He got irritating.
Yep. I gotta keep track of my fans.
So you addressed a challenge with tracking or violence. I think you did that several times. And I do think you expressed your beliefs, drives, and heritage. So you'll get another one for that. Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure that that's true also for Beige. Like that you did the thing you're supposed to do multiple times. Yeah, knowledge or arcane power. Yes.
Yeah. Can I, with just XP, can I mark the same track multiple times?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So.
And then so each of you essentially got 3 XP for the session.
Nice.
Ooh.
Could I make an argument for also expressing my heritage multiple times?
Let's see. I know that you expressed it because you're Eruvian. And you were like, I'm going to help the Red Sashes, even though Spit did not want to help the Red Sashes.
So there's also some stuff about like Eruvians, especially from Uduasha, like actually dealing with demons a lot more because that particular city doesn't have a big ghost problem, since there's a gigantic pyre that spirits just get sucked into very expediently and extinguished. So instead, a lot of whispers deal with demons.
gonna give it to you because I don't like saying no.
Aw.
Oh,
Good.
okay,
For
okay,
the
hang on.
future.
Then I hang on.
Yeah, I'm looking down here like.
No, I got nothing.
I mean, I did evasion at the fight when I wanted to go around it, and then does
Yeah.
breaking entry count as stealth?
Yes, yeah, you got 2 for that. It's essentially, if you did it
Okay.
once, you get 1. If you did it multiple times, you get 2. So you
Okay,
did get 2
alright.
for that. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, then that concludes our session for the night. We ran a little long. Actually, we went about 3 hours since we didn't get started until a little
That's
after
fine. That
Yeah.
happens.
because
Thanks for joining us, y'all.
because of technical difficulties.
Ooh.
It was a cursed day.
It was a cursed day.
It's cursed day, but this ended really fun. This ended really fun. At least I think I had a lot of fun. I don't know about you
I think
guys.
Yeah.
You speak
it's
for
going to
yourself.
be really interesting when we have our full complement.
It will
Here.
be. It will
Oh
be.
god, yeah.
Y'all were
I'm
great,
hoping.
though.
Okay.
Right. I'm hoping we're okay with this dynamic here that's going between our
I
characters.
love
This is a
it. I
lot of
fucking love
fun.
it.
This is
Yeah.
hilarious.
I'm the
I was
most uncomfortable
arguing in the
blue,
middle
and it
of
makes me
trying to-
happy.
Okay.
I was the oldest of like I have a little brother and a little sister, so this is
My character is the youngest of 6 siblings, so like.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody who came and watched this stream. This is I think this is my first time ever streaming anything on Twitch, which you could probably tell from technical difficulties. And this is our first session together. So if you enjoyed it, please come back and watch us again in 2 weeks. Otherwise, thank you, everybody. We're going to say goodbye and have a good night. And I'm going to end.
Night, y'all.
Make good choices, try not to die.
Good night.
#team righty.
Don't give up the ghost.